Of course I have myself muted. I had myself muted the whole time. Great, that's just lovely. It's lovely whenever I have myself muted. Ah, it always happens. In one way or another, it always happens. Hello, 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 everyone. I'm gonna turn on the chat. Well, the chat's always on. The chat is always on. It's always on. But what's up, Zapiel? What's up, Ninja? Hello, 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 Lucy. I'm doing well. Aqua, Menos, welcome, welcome. T-Man as well. Glad you guys are all here. You know, today is one of those days that I stream in the afternoon. And I'm learning, slowly but surely, I'm learning how to just enjoy myself. And, of course, always, as I've said before, I am the type of dude who, you know, kind of gets crazy about stuff and overthinks everything. So, I love that little sayu thing you have there. I love that. I love that. Talking about sayu, we have some stuff to say about sayu today. We have some stuff to do. Nothing bad, at least not the way I see it, but there's definitely stuff happening on the sayu front in regards to the whole kenji sayu situation. It has definitely gotten kind of out there, really. Darn it, I was going to check something, but I forgot. Oh, there we go. I'm going to check my VGen thing, my request. Proposal. Oh, I got a proposal. 6-pack, 20 plus 60 is 80. Okay. Let me see, because I was taking a look at the stuff that I'm going to be paying for on everything. Let's take a look. I need to take a snip, and take a look at everything. I woke up this morning and found more kanji drama. Yeah, exactly. There's more kanji freaking drama. It's crazy. Boss Sayu, yes, Boss Sayu. It looks interesting, everything that's going to be going on, and it's just interesting. It's just all crazy. Let me see. It's just so much, man. I wish people would just relax for a bit. And just chill. But nope, they can't chill. And here's what we're talking about right now. Let's get into it. Now, it's that Kenji Saya situation on Twitter, and it's crazy. It is crazy. Of course, let me kind of give you a refresher on what's going on. Let's see, where is it? Sayu redid this one. Sayu did this. Okay. So I kind of want to give you a little bit of a rundown of how everything's going. A little bit. Alright. So let me first set everything up. Sayu Synchronicity, as we all know, is a wonderful VTuber who had an issue with her previous company, which was Nijisanji. So now she used to be Zaion. She is Sayu. She was criticized in the past for jokes that she made. She realized herself that those jokes were made in bad taste. She even admitted and apologized for the fact that the jokes were most likely in bad taste and that people were not going to like it. So that's where we are right now. We have her as Sayu Synchronicity. She's almost at 100K, so of course support her if you want to. She popped up with this way back in the day. I'll be honest, having been doxxed myself, no one deserves to be doxxed, but these people also have to understand that when they spread hate in other ways, this is how it feels. Karma does come around. I hope they learn that bashing on others isn't good. She says, to this day, I am slandered and called a P for a joke I made about fictional characters. Obviously does not translate into my real life behavior. And my friends can attest to that. Using such a word as haphazardly as Kenji does only serves to water down the term. Obviously, I made mistakes in the past, and so I have made other content creators, and people will continue to make mistakes in the future. However, just because you've been doxxed does not automatically make you a saint. So this is where we are right now. And then today, we had this coming out. She wanted to clarify again. To clarify what I said, because some people aren't reading it properly. Nobody deserves to be doxxed. And that's what I mentioned right there. Kenji says, I can't defend you for the distasteful jokes you made now. This person saying, about back in the day. Kenji specifically, this person says, this proves Kenji doesn't feel remorse. Why does he justify her treatment and continue to slander Sayu after what happened to him? Sayu got doxxed by his chat, which he didn't remove, and yet talked about it. Don't condone him being doxxed, but this is karma. So people are kind of going against this. Because what recently happened is that when that whole situation happened, Sayu blocked Kenji. Because she thought, he's unrepentant. This is her ideas. This is what she was thinking. I'm saying her side right now, that I'm going to say Kenji's side. Unrepentant, not going to change, not going to hit anything at all. So it says, sorry to comment on this more, guys. Honestly, don't like this kind of heated back and forth. I really hate that people can't just be ourselves in peace and not exploit others for content. Yes, the video he did that slandered me in his chat doxing me happened a year ago. Back then, I blocked Kenji and said nothing because I knew he and his community would continue to blow things up and spin the narrative to their liking, nor apologizing. Why? Because after he posted about me having him blocked recently, I unblocked him and invited him to have a proper conversation in good faith. I do believe that talking things out in private is the best way to go about things, but that hasn't happened yet. I can relate to that. I like hashing things out in private before it goes out in public, but the same thing has happened to me. The person I tried to hash it out in private did not hash it out in private and instead went public, making me out to be the bad guy and making me out to be this horrible individual in a hit piece. It happened. And I'm moving forward, of course, as Sayu's trying to do. I simply wish to receive an apology from him. There's so many others out there who have been hurt by him and refuse to speak up because he's a bigger presence and substantially more influence. But I'm not them. And I don't think it's right to say that just because one person has made mistakes, another person is justified in harassing them forever. You don't have to like me. I'm not likable in many ways. But please remember that behind every voice is a human being. The damage you can inflict goes beyond just words on a screen. And I say this about both of them. Remember, Kenji's also a person behind the screen, as much as Sayu is someone behind the screen. A lot of people don't like me for being a fence sitter, but I like being objective and seeing both sides. Now we're going to go to the Kenji side. He had a whole clapback situation that he tried to do with Sayu, which is basically right here. People are saying he's immature, but let's just see what he says. There are many others out there who refuse to speak up. Y'all have the same script or what? Basically, Dove says the same thing. Personal experience with this guy and biggest starting how he really is. Thin Travert says treating people poorly. Basically, he's being unrepentant. He's being a little bit immature in this whole situation. It doesn't seem out of character for him, at least from what I've seen. He's very true to himself, whether that be something positive or negative. He's very true to himself. And here he goes with more stuff. He says, if you really wanted to talk, you would have waited for a reply. Considering I have your blank little boy, I like whatever community effing with me. Currently, my mental isn't 100% for a conversation. If you'd like to talk, I'm down. But it honestly seems like you want to make yourself out to be the bigger person. Guys, look, I DM'd him. He's not responding. Again, this is him just out of, his current mental state. I can understand. Let's just keep going. You're so blinded by hate towards me because I reacted to you saying I like, that. No wonder she got blanked. You're under the post saying he gets to play victim and siding with people that knew about the doxer and continue to be friends with them. If I'm honest, I don't think you care about the current situation. I think you don't like me, and you're doing everything in your power to make a situation about yourself. If your replies don't prove that, you're posting screenshots of a DM that I never replied to. It seemed like the bigger person says enough. I don't want you to unblock me. Never asked you to. You're free to do whatever you want. I don't care, to be honest. If you really wanted to talk, I doubt you'd make a public commotion. My DMs have always been open, even back when you got terminated. Reaching out was always a possibility, so I'm waiting till now seems off. And here's the attention you ordered. Also, you give me major Dove vibes. Do you have a Kenji support group too? Again, he's being kind of immature in this whole situation right now. I can understand the whole kind of feeling that he has. We're going to take a look at his prior tweets as well. Here's the two things that he mentioned before. He suggests everyone start opening their eyes to how he really is. And I've come across Kenji treating people poorly. His behavior has affected numerous people. So he's saying that's like a script, apparently. And here's the thing that started the back and forth, that continued the back and forth. Here's what happened on April 19th. Is no one deserves to be doxxed, but you're mad because I reacted to you saying that and your R jokes when you got terminated almost a year ago. You had me blocked, but are tweeting about me. Get off my blank. And posts I'm replying to because I couldn't retweet because I'm blocked. All this stuff is basically a lot of drama. It shouldn't have gotten this way. I kind of agree that it's better that they would have dealt with it in DMs. But I can understand both sides. I can understand Kenji not liking that he's being talked about when things are going bad right now for him. I can understand Sayu's 100% because now that he is getting hurt on her mind, on her side, she's seeing it like, oh, now he wants to play the victim after he did all these things to me, as what other people would do. Other people have done that, will do that. That's kind of human nature, unfortunately. That is one way that humans react to things, unfortunately. But I can see from both sides. I can see because of the fact that she was called a P word. That is the worst word you can use against somebody, especially in this case when it's fictional people, because it is like the worst thing someone can do. It's one of the worst things someone can do. It's like horrible. It's deplorable. It can ruin your career. It can ruin your reputation. It can ruin your livelihood. It can threaten your family. It can threaten anyone close to you. It can threaten your health and your safety. So all of that stuff is absolutely something that I can understand Sayu being aggressive towards, and I can understand Sayu being angry towards. I just wish that all this would stop. Truly, objectively, I wish that all this would just stop, and they would both just ignore each other at this point, and just go on, move on, and deal with their respective problems, deal with their respective communities, and just let this die down. But if they continue talking back and forth, this is not going to die down. This is going to become much worse because you're going to have tribalism. You're going to have people on each side wanting to hurt the other, and it's just going to become bad. Let's read some of the comments. It said, nope, because reading requires having a brain. Instead of sniping, why doesn't he reply to your DM already? Highly doubt he had any intention to answer to begin with, but now Sayu called him out for not doing so. Actually complying would probably count as moral defeat in his eyes because, God forbid, he tries to move past his own immaturity. Then we have, why would he do that? It would require him to be a reasonable person and empathy. The worst part is generally think her fans are R because of 4chan. Yeah, the 4chan post was a dumb thing. Kenji is simple, everyone, because your fans are simply wanking to the greater masses and not actually taken seriously. The VTuber space doesn't need its own Keemstar. Just be honest. You ain't that original. She gave him the best olive branch she could in the situation. Discuss it privately and you both could give it a rest. But she behaved as a mature adult, according to these people, and has been a effing child. Yeah, it's just, she did give out the olive branch. That was very mature of her. Right now, I guess he's just not ready to receive it, and that is going to look bad on him, of course. Like I said, I try to be in the middle, which gets me hate from both sides, but I try to be in the middle. This is going to turn into an R war. Hope it won't. P.S. Worst thing, lead in messy court war. Hopefully it doesn't. And here's this guy. I think he might be a bit perturbed. I can't tell. What's wrong with him? Like, actually, I repost what I said. Done with Kenji, seeing him act like this. Some people are actually done with him because it seems like he's very immature. She's apologized over and over for her behavior and admits that she's difficult to handle, but she takes what happens and learns. It's proven now that she's taken accountability for her actions and her faults and done what she can to improve, of course. Even now, she all wants an apology from the guy who called her a P, spread the doxed info by reading it aloud, and now basically sending her fans against aggressive tweets. I generally speechless what the F is wrong with him, and that's about this stuff here. And that's my point. That's what I want to say. It's just, I hope cooler heads prevail. I hope maturity prevails, and I hope they get to fix this out in the best way possible. I hope they do. I really do hope they do. Karma always does come. Let's see you guys. Sorry for not responding. What's up, Nick? I know it's been a bit because I was trying to get all this stuff done. I apologize. I was recording at the time. Apologize. Andrew, Nick, Clip. I think you're right. She's just annoyed by him. Why don't you just ask version 2.0? Kenji's a little man-child, what do you expect? March of last year, very soon after the termination notice. Yeah, so why don't you just ask moment, pretty much. Bro can't be serious. He low-key did not need to say that. I absolutely agree. He cannot be dead-ass, chat. Exactly. Drama that could have been resolved in private. What a strange concept. I respect for Kenji months ago. Dude was immature as heck. The fact that one of them tried to resolve it in private is crazy. His plot armor won't even apologize for bad takes. It is very wild. It's quite wild, the whole situation right now. It's like, I didn't expect it to go this way. I mean, I do understand from the people that say that she shouldn't have inserted herself in the whole situation. I do understand that. I do understand how people could be like, what the heck is going on? Like, what the heck is he doing? Why is he doing this? He shouldn't be doing this. You know, that type of stuff. I can definitely understand that. I don't want to kill the mood of stream, but I think I caught another VTuber attempting to be a... Oh, God. Yeah, those things, I don't get why people even want to think about that, honestly. That a boy Porcelain. I wouldn't call someone who goes after smaller than him a man. What did Porcelain Maid do? Pause. Kenji lacks the balls to apologize. I'm honestly scared things are going to get much worse, more serious down the line. That is the scary part. It could get more serious down the line. It could get worse. Whom I never heard of before is doing a charity stream. Oh, nice. Charity streams are always nice. Charity streams are always nice. So I forever have that on her because of Kenji. She tried to atone for the jokes. In my mind, she has, but holy S. Yeah, people are just gonna be dumb, man. People are gonna be dumb about this whole stupid thing. People are going to be out there and you know, not the actual VTubers, but the people who supposedly support them. They're going to sometimes be aggressive and sometimes be a little too aggressive and be really far out there. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You hadn't noticed the tail. A lot of people didn't notice the tail. Millie testing improved to performance behind the series. I think that fixed the 3D model of VTuber emoji. And let me go over that Millie thing, since this is what probably a lot of people want to talk about. Let's talk about the Millie situation, because right here we have Millie's. Apparently someone leaked my membership post yesterday. And yeah, I guess someone did at some point. And that's gonna suck. That's absolutely gonna suck. But you know, it's gonna happen sometimes, especially when you're as big as her. Like, I don't know what she was expecting. Like, I really don't know what she was expecting. Inappropriate towards minors, or Porcelain is a dude that VTubes as Porcelain doll anime girl, just model not voice or mannequins. Allegations of Joel Porcelain of being inappropriate. There are videos about Joel's allegations. If it's, look, here's the thing. Any kind of inappropriateness is, of course, not good. What's up, Suni? Any kind of inappropriateness is not good, especially when it's someone that maybe doesn't like that. Like, if you're going a little too sexual or whatever, someone might not like that and might just go with it. Especially if they're on stream, they might just go with it because, you know, you're the bigger streamer. Loki, I would love to diss the living S out of Kenji till his rep is over with and fans has. A lot of people, I think a lot of people feel the same way, because it feels like, for a lot of people, it feels immature. But you can understand, I can, like, just playing the devil's advocate, I can understand with the situation he's in, how maturity may go out the window. Let's see, people are dumb, but it's good. It's good to have some dumb ones once in a while, show us how smart we really are. I do agree with that to a certain extent, of course. Because as long as your dumbness isn't actually hurting somebody, then it's, you know, you can be like, I'm dumb in the way that I do things. I'm dumb in the way that I am a lot of times. So I have that dumbness for myself, and absolutely can understand how people can not like it. like with the Joel allegations, I won't, the Joel allegations, his messages got leaked. The drama, I forgot about it. Okay, no, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Joel allegations. Oh dear. So it was Ducky. Okay. But that was in 2022. Oh no, that was... Oh. No, yeah, that was something... Was it still about the 2022 thing? Was that something about... Yeah, it's about the 2022 stuff. Joel's old server had 2 people, according to this. This is something from 2022. If we're talking about the same stuff, I'm going to put it on the screen. If we're talking about the same stuff, this is the one. He had allegations. He was badgered in on DMs, tried to deflect, and also tried to shut down friends accused of grooming. Joel's old server had 2 people, Mario and Luke, who DM'd a 15-year-old girl with the intent of getting nude sexual messages. Joel was messaging said girl who asked about his kinks. He deflected numerous times, but ended up answering, hence the grooming allegations. So that's what was happening, I think. I've been chasing you, but you, my friend, have always been faster. It is old stuff, yeah. If it's the same stuff here, it's old stuff. Holy crap, that took forever.
Donated $5
Holy crap, that took forever.
Chat. Low-key, I would love to just live an SHT on Kenji. Till his rep is over with the fans he has.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's like... I understand that. I'm not the type of person to go after people, but I can understand your take on it. And I can understand wanting to go after somebody like that. It's just this stuff, basically. It's just this stuff. He did message the kinks on the server. 600k followers might be the criminals. I'll be like Eminem, shady, and diss hard on Kenji till he apologizes. It's a joke. I know. It's a joke. Joel in that time frame bans Mario and Luke, who try to circumvent bans with alt accounts. They go undetected for years, but eventually rebanned. Accusations come out 5 years down the line that he addresses them, in my opinion, with grace and maturity. Could Joel have just blocked and move on? Yeah, that's a smart thing to do when you're 18 and talking to a minor about said topic. He's done the second smartest thing here, though addressing it now. You can read his statement there. To be clear, the person that the statement is about, I don't want them to be harassed or engaged in negativity from within my community that happened a long time ago and was brought up.
Blade donated $5 through Super Chat. Nah fam, 600k followers might be the criminals. I'll be like Eminem / shady and diss hard on Kenji.
We just become best friends.
So he will apologize. Salvi.
Yuri joined
Joke.
the family.
Thank you, Wolfiana Yuri. Thank you. Appreciate you. Take a seat and enjoy the ride, because it's a wild ride. Holy crap, it's a wild ride. As for whether I'd cover it, probably not. It's not drama basically spawned out of nothing. It's basically, it did spawn out of nothing. Joel might be messed up, but it's far, maybe messed up, but it's far more tame examples of grooming, if you can call it that. It's purely death by association, pretty much. So this is something from a long time ago. So I got porcelain at my recommendations video. Sayu might have to take a long break, not gonna lie. How you give up to a 15-year-old and answer her, I don't know. What's up? Welcome. Another Sayu enjoyer. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the Sayu enjoyers coming in here. It's a nothing burger. It's pretty much a nothing burger. He made a mistake. He absolutely made a mistake in answering the question. Especially after trying to deflect. He could just be like, you know what? I'm not gonna answer your DMs anymore. Please don't DM me back. And just keep it that way. That's what he could have done. He didn't do that, but that's what he could have done. Yeah. The best course of action would have been not to take any action at all. Just leave it as it is. Because sooner or later, those people will dig themselves through a hole and be the sole proprietor of their own downfall. Exactly. Do not, like, you know me. My general rule is do not associate with people who are toxic. I try to not bring any toxicity into the chat or into anything here. What's up, David Thomas? of course, when it comes to this whole sayu and kenji drama, the best course of action is to take no action. That was a good way of saying it, because the best way to do things is not do anything at all, because we don't want, you know, I don't want sayu or anyone else to feel like they're going to be dogpiled on. And I just got pied. I just got pied. You saw it all live on TV. I just got pied. I don't know what happened to the pie, but I got pied. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't get pied. I got fish thrown in my face. Freaking a fish thrown in my face. Keep everything safe. Man, now I'm in someone's box. I'm in someone's dark, damp box. What's up, Zeno? Let's see. Man, what a week in the community. Hypocrisy with dark truths coming to light. Oh boy, I highly miss Genshin drama at this point. There we go. Yeah, Genshin drama is probably the least hurtful drama. But yeah, here we go. Here's what we were talking about just a little bit ago. Yes, you did box me up. You definitely did. From the Kurosanji community on Reddit, we have right here, of course, Rosemi Lovelock had, it had at least 12k, like 11.5k. It peaked at over 14k near the end, and then it dropped off, because it always drops off at the end because people leave. It started around 4,000, and Millie's started below 4,000, and then moved up, and up, and stayed around, well, I would say, 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in, it was already above 12,000. So it had a plateau higher than Rosemi's for longer than Rosemi's, but overall, it couldn't reach the peak that Rosemi's did. So that's not here nor there. That's neither here nor there. That's neither like great or bad. It's just, you know, saying something. They're saying things. They're saying that it is, it is what it is. And of course, people are trying to bring out, you know, oh, this is horrible. How, you know, how could they actually, you know, have that happen, and blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Super chats. I like this comparison. The super chats comparison. This is one thing that I did want you to see, but I also want you to see what they said. Hot take, but Millie's 3D seems to have better cumulative view time, like I just said. The stunt where she asked for super chats and members posts is a bit of a clown behavior, and pretending that she got free publicity from leakers is narcissistic. It's more of a flop than others. Let's see. This is where the box comes in. With Porcelain Maid, Azumane, you didn't miss much. Basically, it's some 2022 allegations of grooming, but it's not really grooming. Like, I looked at it. It's not really grooming. He answered a question, an inappropriate question that he should not have answered, and then he just left it at that. And that was where the grooming allegations came up. You gotta ship me to Alaska. Of course, you're gonna ship me to Alaska. But I don't see anything bad on that end. Like, it was bad that he answered. It was bad that he even answered that type of question to a 15-year-old fan. He kicked the people who were doing actual bad things out. He kicked them out. And he made sure that they weren't in there anymore. He banned them as many times as they could. They tried to go around it, and he banned them again. Then as I get older, people do be mad at me despite the fact that they're the ones who harassed me for more than 2 years. Yeah, that happens, Lindsay. That sucks. This Millie in her previous avatar feels like a bit of a flop. It is a bit of a flop, honestly. First time seeing the tail. Whoa. Yeah, I have a big fluffy tail. Like, you can see now, I have a fluffy tail. It's what it dees. It's what it dees. Yes, dees newts. At least she's good in her previous avatar. Generally don't see the issue with that. Loki wants to eat the tail. Oh my god. Well, I can understand that. I can understand that, Lucy. Fluffy tail. Just wait until Vox's new outfit on the 27th. Bro's gonna make a fat... I'm gonna make a dakimakura just for my tail. If I make a dakimakura for my tail, I wonder if people are gonna buy it. I can also make some butt cheeks mouse pads. And yeah, I think I might make some butt cheek mouse pads. I'm gonna see if we can do that with some butt cheek mouse pads. How's that grooming responsible? Yeah, but grooming... Yeah, people freaking want to make it grooming. I don't know why. You should get some highlights on that tail. Maybe. I mean, we gotta see. We gotta see. Make a chair out of it, Salvi. Make a chair out of it. Oh, God. I wonder how that would go. I do wonder how that would go. Did she have a Riku cutout board or a 3D debut? She didn't. No, Petra had more than 10k more peak CCV, as well as Petra's getting more super chat money. Yeah, basically they're saying the same thing. Is to be fair, she did get more money than Rosemi during the stream. That strat clearly works. By now, it would take a minimum salary for a day to give them PR training with just one message. Do not react to trolls and antis on the net. You will always lose. You almost feel bad for their managers and their PR team. It's not even capable of telling them this. That's the thing. Like, your managers and your PR people should be able to tell you this kind of stuff. They should be able to give you a clue as to, you know, what you should do in these situations. But as we know, they don't have that. They don't have any managers. They don't have anybody out there, really. See, by now, it take the minimum salary. It says, I don't speak moon runes. What are these stats? CCV stats for Rosemi. That's pretty much where I left off on previously on my video. See, I'm kind of craving squirrel soup after seeing. Oh God, Andrew, y'all gonna hurt me. Y'all gonna hurt me. I feel unsafe. I just want to catch up to my sleep, man. As I get older, I gradually lose energy to even get mad at these peeps for being stupid. I'm the same way, Lindsay. I have limited amount of brain cells, very limited. I have like 2 brain cells that I can rub together. And those 2 brain cells are working overtime all the time. And every once in a while, one of them falls asleep, and then I become really dumb. But usually I just have 2 brain cells rubbing against each other. And sometimes I can get ideas out, sometimes I can't. And also I get tired a lot. Kind of craving, let's see. I'm curious, who do you think would be graduating from Niji? Of the people that I can see right now, possibly because of the way they're being treated, and the way they just don't seem to be happy, at least not happy now, is Aya. Aya Amare might be one of them. Because recently she's been getting a lot of hate from Niji haters, from idiots. She's been getting a lot of hate, and it seems like she's just not happy anymore in her current state. Could be Aya. Scarla has a lot of ideas, but knowing the way that Nijisanji is, all it will take for Scarla is like it would take for anybody, being denied enough of her ideas, and I think that she will leave as well. Aster Arcadia, I haven't heard anything. Well, he did take a break. He has taken a break from mental health. Probably because of the AR Live situation. Him, I don't know. The boys, I don't think would leave. One of the reasons why a lot of the boys wouldn't leave is because as a male VTuber myself, you do not get anywhere near the amount of love that a female VTuber would have. Because the female form is much more lovable. The female form is much more huggable. The female form is just much more attachable. So as a male, it's harder to leave and get the kind of thing that K9 Kudo got, the kind of love that he got, because he was Mista. He was at the top of his game. He was at the top of the mountaintop, pretty much, for the guys. So that's why he got a lot of love. But if it's Aster or any of the ones that aren't as popular, they're gonna get really bad. Rosemi might leave. Rosemi might leave because of all the things that happened to her. The fact that the AR Live, she had a lot of her parts cut out. It could bring you to be like, man, this company isn't treating me right anymore. You know? It could be that. Ren, Scarla, Aya, and Rosemi and Petra. Yeah. Well, yeah, I could agree. Like I said, Scarla, Aya, and Rosemi are definitely ones that I can think of. Petra maybe. But Petra seems to really be drinking the Kool-Aid. Not in a bad way. She's just happy that she has a company that she's working for that's paying her bills. As anybody would be. You know? So, hope the rest of Niji ID graduate. I mean, Hanamachi is very popular. So I think she would do well to graduate and move on to whatever she wants to do. So Hanamachi would not be a bad idea to go on and move on to something else, you know? I feel as though one of the girls is definitely leaving. If Niji is smart, they will try everything to hold Rosemi, Scarla, Aya, Victoria, and Petra. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking from the tone of Aya, it sounds like she would remain just despite people harassing her. I mean, it could. Yeah, definitely could. Aya won't graduate if false Niji fans are bullying her out of Niji to go indie by claiming they care about her. She could do it to spite people, yeah. Don't worry, you're not alone, Salvi. My brain always reserved working 12 hours. Yeah. Oh, no, especially for working 12 hours, Zapio? Holy crap, if you're working 12 hours. Yeah, the brain cells shut off after a while. The brain does shut off after a while. And, Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like, I don't know. I just be what I be. But favorite Hollow Stars member right now, Altair's pretty darn good. I do like Altair. I'm freaking. I simped over him because of the fact he can play the cello. But all of them are doing really well. I mean, all of them, they're breaking out of the shell that was, you know, the male VTubing thing. They're giving male VTubers a little bit better name. They're giving male VTubers a little bit better opportunities now. I think I like that. Remember the analog horror thing I told you about last stream? Is there any way I can show you the script already? It's what I have so far. You can, if you want to show me the script, you can DM it to me either on Twitter or on Discord. If you're part of the Discord, then go ahead and you can DM me that one. If not, then the Discord link is there. It's right over here. I actually need to add things for the YouTube side, for both sides, for the PO box, so you guys can send me stuff if you want, because I do have a PO box nowadays. Nightbot, if you look up a little bit above, Nightbot already has discord.gg out there. Hope Reimu and Asa's friendship is genuine in the long run, not some absurd. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so too. Kenji is a mad loser. How the turntable, Millie Supas on 3D, way lower than some doggos streaming games. Exactly. Doggo streaming games sometimes get 5 to 10K. That's a lot for doggo streaming games. I do hope Raymond and Asa's friendship is good. Let's see. To be honest, the Hollow Stars don't get into much drama. Well, I mean, because if they do, they're really going to lose. Like, if you think they're going to lose on normal situations, they're really going to lose if they get into a ton of drama. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hydrate. Definitely. Oh, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fun thing upon debut, I had already called. Altair would be the most normie-friendly of Tempest, and thus would be up in subs. I hope Raimi and Acid's relationship is genuine in the long run. Some absurd schemed cook-up by the clique. Really do like all of them. They're so chill, especially like Axel. So yeah, it's So yeah, it's let's see, let's take a look. Fun thing, upon debut, I had already called that Altair would be the most normie-friendly Tempest. I really do like all of them, and they're so chill, especially Axel. Needy Sisters shouldn't shift blame on Hololive and Halls. They're going to. They're going to shift blame. They're absolutely going to shift blame. That's absolutely what's going to happen. Because that's what people do. People shift blame. They absolutely don't want to have responsibility themselves. Let's see. Of course, here we go. Here is Midi Parfait's stuff. She got 1,149 from US, 449 from Philippine peso, 229 for New Taiwan dollar, 191 for Japanese yen, and this is all translated into dollars, of course. Canadian dollars 122 of US dollars, and Hong Kong dollar 2237 for super chats. Moving on, we have Rosemi Lovelock, which got 1822. She got 578 from Japanese yen, 716, 185, 169, British pound 56 and 25 respectively for the euro. Patrick Gurin got a lot from Japanese yen because she has a strong Japanese fan base. She does, a very strong Japanese fan base. So she has 2270 from Japanese yen, 624 from US dollar. She ended up getting 136 from New Taiwan dollar. The euro was 57, Philippine peso was 53, and the Hong Kong dollar was $21. We got to see you do a karaoke stream. Oh, yeah, you didn't see my last karaoke stream? Fishy boy, you weren't here for my last karaoke stream, were you? So I have to find someone else to blame. And your sister we're talking about, where the lowest degenerate peeps flock around. And your sisters are a sad bunch, but part of me feels for them because they seem to truly believe in the livers. They don't want to let go. They have their identity set as, you know, the livers are their identity. You didn't see my last karaoke stream, Fishy boy. I did karaoke. I did actually do karaoke. I did, I think, an hour of karaoke. I believe, at least. Yeah, let the hat stream. Let the hat stream. Just use the hat. Because if you let the hat stream, then everything's going to be good. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Here's the 3D debut stuff. 1858 super chat. Oh, wow. This is another person getting super chats from another place. I don't know exactly how these things are calculated. But yeah, 1800 in super chats here. And then, of course, we have the comparison with the doggos. The doggos have 19,464 and 14,259. And that's their super chat revenue, of course. Compared to Full Mocha birthday stream 2 months ago, it's funny how they split up the birthday extra profit. Can I recommend some indie streamers? Send a screen to the DMs. Feel free to show it on stream. Any and all criticism is welcome. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Anarchy. Yeah, she thought she was going to gather more supas when she begged, I think, the atmosphere. Those degenerate peeps flock around. It's time Millie should just bring back her hat and let them stream. He says there a cautionary tale about what can happen if you make being a fan of a company part of your personal identity. And that's the issue. If you make it part of your personal identity, then it's gonna be an issue, you know? That's the issue that's going on here. Millie's stinging, begging. Moral of the story is based on your identity on Shrek. It can't be critiqued. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Absolutely, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. I will agree with that. She can't do the hat stream because I ate it, guys. I ate her hat. It was delicious. Compared to Fumoko's birthday stream 2 months ago, it's funny how to split up the birthday extra profit. Because she begged for her community to throw her super chat to her 3D debut. If she didn't beg, you probably wouldn't have earned 1.8k USD. Wow, so begging works. So anyways, how much she got at the end after 50% Kurosanji? She got about 418. That's what people are saying. Because YouTube takes 30%. Let's say 1800 was the gross amount that she took. About 30% of that would be about 600. So I believe 1200. And about 50% that Nijisanji takes, that would leave her about 600 bucks, just around there. Because why would Nijisanji give livers outfits that barely have anything connected to them or their lore? Noxix was all about the future, yet they got K-pop airport-esque outfits. Yeah, it's because they want to hit the K-pop fave. The K-pop fave. The K-fave of K-pop. They want to be more idol-esque, more idol-enjoying type of thing. You know, that's what they want. They've shown that again and again. Oh, dear Lord, there we go. Thank you for lurking, Zapio. I can understand to a certain extent them doing that, because you have to go for where the money is. But the thing is, you also have to be very cautious of what you do because it could draw some people away. Let's see. Only a matter of time before Niji decided to merge their EN back to the main Japan branch. I think they're gonna probably do that within by the end of the year, possibly. Wouldn't that get her in trouble? Does Niji even care about the lore these days? Begging doesn't get her in trouble, I don't think. So you only need to beg. Does Niji even care about the lore these days? About what's the point? Because we all know little lore bit them in the butt. Hololive really does care about lore. Nijisanji, I'm not so sure. Nijisanji, it was like, yeah, lore because, you know, VTubers need lore. But after that, it was like, you guys just do whatever the hell you want. Lucy, no, because that's actually true if it's weird. And there is lore is pretty accurate. Yeah, she's pretty lore accurate in the way that she betrayed Selen, definitely. I do want to give Niji EN a chance for better themselves, I really do. But I can't when the bullies are still around. There's that. And there's also the fact that their company is not, does not want to do anything in regards to getting better, to making themselves better, to making themselves to having people be able to enjoy them. Because I can't enjoy anything Nijisanji anymore because of the fact, I mean, I used to watch Hyakumontembara Salome because her desuwa thing is a lot. It's very fun. It's very, very fun. Imagine if they debuted a Victorian era VTuber only to give them modern coquette fit. Exactly. That would be so odd. At least with Salome, Hyakumontembara Salome on the JP side, it seems like the JP side really does care about the lore a bit more. So, on that end, the lore seems to be going. What's up, Kebab? We're going to keep going with this. This is also one of the Hollow Stars boys. So even the Hollow Stars boys are making more money than them. Shot Roulette Karaoke. Roulette Karaoke. We're partying hard tonight. Axel, you know, the Axolotls. There's Axel doing his thing. And here is Altair doing his thing. Even at the lowest point, Altair 2319 for a Minecraft stream made more than Millie. And pretty much everyone except Petra, I think. I think everyone except Petra. Yeah, Petra was at 3200, so he made more than everyone except Petra. And they were doing their 3D debuts. And he was just doing his just regular stuff. You know what I mean? Filipinos are not happy with Millie. This is one thing I wanted to also put. I put this in the video in case if you want to see it and see my full what I think about it, because I put it there. I'm stuck with an argument with someone who keeps assuming things about me because I'm defending my opinion changing the video game. Did you see perchance the pictures I posted? I did see those pictures you posted about the Wargate video game last night. I did see them. Imagine if they beat it. Yeah. Let's see. I wonder what Filipinos would say about that. Hololive lore is more ingenious. How they implement it. It's more of a backdrop than a talent can pull form. Doesn't define the talent. Axel making more than Millie. Did you perchance? Yes, I did. Speaking of which, that's pretty neat recommendation of Regency, Georgian, Edwardian, and Victorian style. I don't know about any of those. You would most likely find them in indie VTubing. I would think. Honestly, I would think it'd be more an indie VTubing thing. Just in general. But that would be interesting. You can actually post on our virtual YouTubers and see if there's anything going on there. You know what I mean? Casio YT. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, she did. She showed her endoscopy. Salome, Hyakumontembara Salome showed her endoscopy. She absolutely showed her endoscopy, which is wild to think about. It's wild, it's crazy to think about. That she would show her insides like that. Like you got up close and personal with her insides like that. Is Millie the new DSP? If she keeps begging, yes, she will be. If she keeps begging, she will be. For all those who don't know, DSP is talking about DSP Gaming, who is a lol cow on the internet. He is known for begging his followers, subscribers, whatever, every 5 or 10 minutes for more money, for more money, for more support, more money, more money, more money. And he gets angry when he doesn't get as much as he normally would. Like he wants a minimum, he said already, recently, a minimum of $50 every single stream. And preferred for him is $100 every single stream. Now, every single streamer that is my size, or even bigger streamers, even the huge streamers, we are all happy with what you give us. We don't beg because you guys have jobs, you guys have expenses, you guys have things you do. We appreciate when you give. When you give, I absolutely appreciate it. Blade has given recently. Hatter, everybody who's given anything, even your time. That's the main thing for us. Like for me, your time is very valuable. For me, having you guys here is very valuable for me as well. So that's one thing that's a lot of us who are in this whole thing are heavily appreciate. Like especially me being small the way I am, I heavily appreciate the time that you guys spend here. Avalon boys are pretty good. He spends a lot on WWE Champions as well. Oh yeah, he does. He spent over $100,000 on WWE Champions. Yeah, he spent over $100,000 on WWE Champions. He definitely did. And it's definitely like, it's crazy. I'll just be honest with you. It's freaking crazy. The way things are going is freaking insane. You have one of those, lol. Did y'all see Kenji's new tweets? Really not letting the situation go. Yeah, I saw the new tweets. We're gonna take a look at this is what the people are saying on regards to the super chats. Another Millie post, people are actually defending her, and then it goes into Tagalog and laughing at her, I guess. And Kurosanji defended Kurosanji and said it was a black company despite overwhelming evidence. It's a black company, begged to get super chats and donations, get the lowest views. And yeah, begging part was very embarrassing. What a pathetic move by her. At this point, just working for Kurosanji, no thoughts, wallet full. She quit while she's ahead. Yeah, the Filipinos are being mean because of course they're gonna be mean. Of course they are. And of course they're gonna continue being mean. They're just gonna. That's the way it goes. They're going to be mean because that's just the way that it goes when it comes to all of this Nijisanji stuff. It says, as a Filipino, I can say that not a lot of bootlickers and active bootlicking. Yeah, people don't like active bootlicking. You would do would you do a karaoke stream? Yes, I've done one before. Fishy boy. I would definitely do a karaoke stream. I need to get like a list of songs that I'd probably do. What's up, trash bag number 4? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ow. Ow. You be hitting me, boy. You be hitting me, boy. Man, whatever happened to Lyrica was the whole thing a facade and actually her. Very confusing. I never would have expected her to turn out like this when she heard she was part of an agency. I got influenced hard by Nijisanji. Oh, she used to be Lyrica. That's what people are saying. Begging never works. Remember the $5 donation things between greedy chicks versus wholesome carpenter on Twitch? Yeah. Also, Millie cracking that whip on her stream is bizarre. Give me femdom behavior where she whips people for supas. I don't know if that's even family friendly, allowed to be broadcast. Yeah, I don't know. Dang it, trash bag. Holy crap. Hey, yo, how are you all? I'm doing good, Remne. Doing very well. What did she do to them? Oh, I'll show you in a little bit. Because I have it there. So I'll show you in a little bit. She did what for super chats? Shame, Millie. Always drama. Need a nap. What the hell? Most Filipinos swear all the time equal to higher hello. Kind of like, I guess, the see you next Tuesday thing that people use in Australia, I'm guessing. I wonder what happened if she accepted Muna's offer to audition in Hololive instead. No, she had a loyalty to Nova, Illyra, but how would things have turned? It's even funnier at the same time, odd when you remember that Bae and Petra used to be genmates in Minori Celesta back in My Holo TV, but out of the three, only Bae and Minori Celestia had interactions again. Neither of both did the same with Petra, isn't that odd? So they're saying that there may have been some favoritism with damn, ow, you just really, my head. My head would be going wild, man. It's freaking, you're hitting my head. It's so insane. Holy crap. Also, Millie used to be the pride and joy of Filipinos, so here turn around, people feel like deep betrayal. Very true. Holy crap. You used up a lot of points. You're still using up points. Still, my head. Bae and Petra, damn. In My Holo, I guess they were. Yeah. Ow. Oof. There we go. Thank you, trash bag. You're amazing. Didn't know Petra was from My Holo in her PL. Apparently so. Bae and Minori Celestia had interactions. Yep. I guess they were all My Holo. Didn't My Holo end up like just ceasing to exist, no longer exists, no longer is a thing? Wasn't that a thing with My Holo? I think it was. I think it was overall. Yeah, I think it probably was. Holy crap. My Holo still exists. Okay. Millie was Lyrica. Okay. Lyrica is definitely beloved by a lot of people, and now because of, you know, everything that's going on, she is not beloved as much anymore. Seeing the whip thing, last straw broke the back. We're gonna go to, I think this is the whip thing. Yeah, this is the whip thing. Here's the whip thing. Let me make sure I have everything allowed. Yes, I do. See, they're laughing. They're laughing. All right, so let's continue. Yeah, this whole thing, I think she was doing it to Rosemi at this point. I think it was Rosemi at this point. Oh no, yeah, it was Reimu. It was Reimu. It was Reimu. She was whipping Reimu. It was Reimu at this point. Like, but why? Why do this? That's my question. Why do this? I can understand that you may have a little kinky stuff going on in your head, but why go through and do this? That's the issue. Why go through this? You know what I mean? Why go through all this crap? You did look at the ones from this morning too, right? I didn't see the ones this morning. Let's see. Once again, for all you new folks, for all the new folks, appreciate you being here. And also, take a look at the stuff in the description, Twitter, etc. And of course, like and subscribe if you so enjoy this stuff. I do appreciate you. Of course I do. Always do. Never have I wanted to be not be anyone in that video in my life. Exactly. Like, what the heck is this? I'll play it again. This is Millie's way of punishing Reimu's click loyalties and Niji. This looks like an initiation. She wasn't just defending the black company, she is the black company. People be frothing at the mouth if a male liver did this. Absolutely. Yeah. That's multiple subs in one dom. That's a funny way of putting it, but yeah, it's true. Like, if you're kinky, I can understand if you're kinky. If you're kinky, girl, do your thing. But, like, seriously, what the hell's going on? Like, seriously, if you're kinky, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself. But, like, holy crap. Hazing initiation, it really does look like an initiation, honestly. And people are saying, even if it was just roleplay, it's very distasteful. Dog, we need context for the skit. Was she whipping Reimu? The rest laughing. They were laughing. Yes, yes. Whipping fellow livers. Everyone in that room got whipped. Petra 3 times. It's her definition of something fun to do in a sleepover. You don't whip somebody unless you're like a dominatrix. You don't whip somebody for fun. Unless you're like, that's your thing. That's the thing you enjoy doing. You don't whip somebody for fun. That is not what you do. You don't go ahead and do that kind of stuff for fun. You know what I mean? That ain't my idea of fun, at least. It's not my idea of fun. Need you apologize behavior that will crack the whip to defend the black company. Don't even mention box accusations, did it? I don't think Reimu wanted to, I don't think anybody really wanted to do that. Scarlett's really being definitely held captive. If Fox did this, fans would have been so... The Kindred would have definitely been into it if Fox Akuma was doing something like that. Kindred would have definitely been into it if Fox Akuma was doing stuff like that. But he wasn't. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But, the main thing I see here is, what they're gonna do, release 3D models of the other girls. No, I mean, surely there's other ways to include the girls who doesn't have a debut yet in less creepy way. Holo makes it by putting their Life 2D models on TVs. What I meant was that the all-black model in the dark room, plus the whipping makes it look like a cult or dungeon for that stuff. It's what they're looking for. It's a TOS violation, I think. Maybe, I don't know. It might be a TOS violation. I don't know. It's not my responsibility to report these things, so whatever. They're creatively bankrupt. That's what it sounds like, honestly. If Fox did this, keep in mind he pretended to eat the viewers out and gave... Oh, God. Oh, God. Really? Oh, God. In the ASMR, he pretended to do that? Holy crap. If Millie's first thought of sleepover is whipping, then it says a lot. Not nice. Yeah, it says a lot of not nice things about her. Absolutely. It absolutely says a lot of not nice things about her. If a guy like Uki or Vox cracking the whip... let's see. Oh, I didn't read this one. If it was a guy like Uki or Vox cracking the whip on another male Nijisanji talent, this will feed into Fujo behavior where they will illustrate... Yeah, they would do R18 stuff. Yeah, they would do it like R34, R18 type stuff. They definitely would. Yeah, he did it on his tattoo artist ASMR. Oh, God. Out of context, it's very bad roleplay, but even with context and knowing what happened to two of their ex-workers, it is the worst. This feels very tone-deaf. In its current climate, who in the black hell within Niji thought this would be a good idea? I agree. Who the heck thought that was going to be a good idea? I don't think that ever is a good idea. Millie, another thing. We're going to go with the Millie thing, like I said. The Millie part of the Click Parfait's 3D stream has 14k watching. Subaru had 19.5k watching, and Subaru was just doing something very simple, which was doing her just chatting. But here's the thing, of course, like I say, you guys know me. The people who are just here don't know me, but the people who aren't know me already. I try to be very objective in everything and try to see things for how they are. And be as objective as I can be with what is going on. And my objectiveness in this case is me saying I absolutely understand why she's getting 19.5, because as far as I know, as far as I'm aware, she doesn't stream very often. She doesn't do a lot of... I think she streams like Fridays, Saturdays, like recently, because she's been doing a lot of stuff with Hololive, and she is kind of just, you know, doing her things out there, and I can understand that she would be getting those numbers. And it says, I mean, only Gura can beat Subaru's normal streaming numbers. Anyhow, Monarch Amelie's VTuber is currently streaming Fallout 4. Well, it was 16 hours ago. Wait, was she tonight? Millie was today, and it's on the 27th. Rain was on the 4th. We'll see how those go. It's unfair comparison. Clickers to celebrities. Not really fair comparison. Most Holo JP girls are high CCV monsters. Yes, and even Hololive EN girls are high CCV monsters. Even if they stream every day. Buddy, way too unfair of a comparison. You chose someone who's far more popular. That's true. And also, I think Subaru does it on the weekends, I believe. So this is also can be seen as unpopular, like unfair in that situation. And this person also showed up to one of the situations there. It's one of the livers there. JP's given attention to Millie 3D because Maimoto from JP, who's supposed to be on hiatus, suddenly appeared. Who's supposed to be on hiatus suddenly appeared. Another Kurosanji trick to bait people. Maybe. Who knows? Let me check something right here. I'm seeing people. Let's see right after this. But Maimoto is her Oshi, so that one's kind of a nothing burger. Maimoto is her Oshi, I believe. Unless a miracle happens, Niji will suffer the same fate as Machinima on the 3D CCV being bad. They might suffer something as bad as Machinima. It's all going bad. You know, it's all going to be going bad for them. Very apt comparison. Another good one would be Update, Activate, Kizuna Ai's former company. And don't forget who also came there from this when they disbanded it. Certain ringleader Fennec Fox. I think when it was disbanded, I guess Polka came there. I guess Polka was supposed to be from there too. 3D debut stream is here. It's better than Niji 3D. She seems to have better singing voice. Hizuki Yui is a great singer. She's really funny, and hoo boy, her laughter's contagious. Doesn't mean Niji's currently under small Neoporte now. Niji JP will take a long while to decline because Neoporte is doing things here. You know, it's doing good with the CCV. And the 3D, basically, this one goes through the whole point of the 3D stuff, of it being just kind of like showcase, because they put, I think, 12 Millies on there. And the showcase, the thing with the showcase is they wanted to kind of show the power that they have, the powerhouse that they are, you know, that type of stuff. And they are a powerhouse. They definitely are a powerhouse. They definitely are somebody that has a lot of power, a lot of strength going on, a lot of things going on there. It says over here. Oh, here's the thing that people were talking about, saying VTubers are taking a side because it's easier to attack, Sayu, and I'm not gonna go to the side of anyone in this situation because it's not good. But here's one thing I wanted to take a look at. Let's see if he is posting a lot of... Okay, so I was seeing this. I saw this, but I didn't cover it before. But I want to take a look at this. 5 minutes ago, he just said this. He just did this. So these are all these things that Kenji's looking at. For why? I don't know. I don't know why he's focusing on this. The stuff that I went over. Many others out there who refuse to speak up. When he catches himself stuttering. Didn't take long. I did see that part. And yeah, he's posting a lot of things. This is something I wanted to add. This is something I wanted to add a bit of more context into everything that I said previously about the Kenji thing. Apparently, this is on Sayu's thing. It says, Merry Christmas, homies. This was back in 2021, by the way. This was way back in 2021. So he's digging up some old stuff. He is very bitter about this. So he's digging up some old stuff here. It says, Merry Christmas, homies. Y'all some of the most funny, silly, adventurous, and most chill friends I've ever been lucky enough to make. Thanks for being down with my shenanigans. This is before she was part of Nijisanji. Y'all know there's more fun chaos this year, believe it. And this is Captain Hokage art. This is Kage back in the old days, I'm guessing. Sayu art. And this is other people back in the day. Beautiful art done by Rari. Sayu as well. I guess was also a part of this. CYU, right here on the left. It says, always you bully me, I bully you. The vicious cycle of friendship, bully shall resume in the new year. But all seriousness, Merry Christmas, homie. So this is the people that were her friends before. She was friends with Kage. She was friends with, Kage, the one who was part of the Mofongo Boys, the one who was part of, everything back in the day. Like, we're gonna look back into his images back in, like, this is Kage now. Kage back in the day is gonna have the same stuff as before, same stuff that was being shown. This was him before, and this is him now. The one on the very far right is him now, and basically he's trying to make it look like, oh my god, you are a part of, like, after all this hatred, all this kind of stuff that's going on here, all these things that I went over, he's trying to make it look like, oh my goodness, you're going with Kage, you're going and doing all this with Kage, and maybe you people are birds of a feather that flock together. This is what I'm thinking he's saying, because he's putting the thinking emoji. And here again with Kage and Sayu, the way she was back then. And this is her having, all her friends around there, and Kage is one of the ones that's there. And they were all together at Anime E, I guess. It was a restaurant. They had met together. They knew each other. There's nothing wrong with being friends with somebody back in the day. This was also 2022. Sayu is not someone who ego searches other people. At least I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it. So I don't think she would be ego searching to see, what's happening with Kenji back then until, 2023 when he talked about her directly. Until then, I don't think Sayu had any kind of idea that Kenji even existed. It was TwitchCon 2022 when they met together. Not all of them connected to each other. She definitely part of them Kenji group chats. Here's people putting a stretch. This is people stretching it out. And this is what happens when you insert yourself into drama when people's emotions are high. I'm not blaming Sayu because she's a victim in this whole thing too. She got called the P word. She got called again. She got called recently. Got called again the P word. She recently again got called the R, like saying that she was up for R stuff. She recently had all that stuff happening. So this is all something that I don't get. Just why are people just being so mean? People being so evil? People just, you know, Hiksu said ain't no way. People are finding it out now because it was Kenji putting it out. So now people are finding it. This means nothing really if the point is that Kage and Sayu are friends and could have been trashing Kenji to each other. It's something that far-fetched with no real evidence. Yes, there's no evidence behind it. There's no paper trail. There's no anything up. Although people who are Kenji's friends are going to be saying it's all adding up, hiding the replies. Generally, what does this prove? What does this post accomplish? A post from 2 years ago. More drama coming through. Yes. OS, you know, all this type of stuff. People are just really excited about the drama, receipts. This guy really had to look through Sayu's Twitter and scroll back to 2 years down to try to find something to use against her here. He is ego searching. He's treating it really like, I don't know, really too much. He's doing too much here. I think it's just too far. But I'm trying to see it kind of in the middle. You should never go this far with your beefs and things like that. Was in 22, are you saying both are bad people? Don't understand, no wonder. Some kind of animal breed as well. The ears is giving, they're the same picture. And then of course people talking about, you know, drama and blah, blah, blah. And I think this is a nothing burger, personally. I personally think this is a nothing burger. But let's see what the people on the Kurosanji subreddit are saying, because of course people are going to be talking about it now. And people are saying, it's like, what a new low, digging into an old ass tweets and cherry picking whatever fits his narrative. Bro is going to effing cuckoo and trying to take down Sayu. What is he cooking? That's the trick. He ain't cooking S. Burning his house down. Bro is weird. Is he really this dumb? He's really reaching now. This is Hazumi on it. Hazumi in it. This one over here. The page doesn't exist. Oh, it looks like he took it down. Also has Maki in it. He just deleted it. Yep, he deleted it. Going into her profile, pulling out old tweets. Ain't no way. This is accidentally like a 3-year-old Insta post. Your crush levels of embarrassing. He really scrolled through 2 years of posts to drag down someone for being happy. I think he needs a hobby. This is peak Twitter behavior. Let him dig his own grave. He's been given several chances to talk things out with Sayu privately. If he would rather cherry pick stuff to prove his point to Sayu, people eventually dig more stuff up about him. He can't be both a victim and a perpetrator. That's a mistake. And again, just going through everything because of Kage. I know the situation has been going on for a while, but what did Kage do and what did Dove do? Imagine Off-Kai rejecting him. Cooked, more like brain burnt. Yeah, basically, it's like secondhand embarrassment. It's like you're digging a little too far for this thing. I can see, like I said, he's obviously very angry. He's obviously very frustrated with the way the whole situation is going. He's obviously not liking Sayu at this point. And while I understand that he's not liking Sayu, while I understand that he is maybe a little frustrated, maybe a little extra angry with how everything's going, it is not the right way to do things. It really isn't the right way to do things. To go and act this way, to go and be this way, to go and go as far as you are, as this person is on this whole situation. I really don't like it when people go this far. I really don't like it when people take it this far. It's just too much, I think. But yeah, it's like, let's see what else people put up here. Okay. It's the other thing. I don't know why these things didn't open up. Okay. So, not found. He deleted it. Okay. So he deleted it. So he deleted it. Okay. Let's see the Twitter page. It is now been deleted, but there are ways to find it. Let's go for archive.is. I know usually you can find archive things here. I want to look for archive snapshots of this one. There are none. Okay. There are none. So unfortunately, it's not archived. Archive. That's missing archive. Yeah, no. So he deleted it. He definitely deleted it. In a now deleted post, which as you can see here has been deleted, and I wasn't able to catch it, it was actually deleted within 33 minutes of people actually finding it. It was deleted, so he's probably looking at the Kurosanji subreddit and other subreddits involved. He tried to falsely claim that Sayu and CYU, the voice actor, and more were part of Dove's Discord hate group. He was trying to go, all these people know each other, so they're all trying to be part of the same hate group. So he deleted that portion. LMFAO is Kenji series. He's trying to drag Sayu, the voice actor, into this mess. Well-known, highly respected among indies, professional voice actor. This guy, bro, asking to get cooked at this rate. The cowardly S deleted it. Bro tried to spit fire and got third-degree burns. Wait, Alejandro Sab, the guy who voiced Leon from Pokemon Journeys, very real. Yes, it's Sayu, the voice actor at least. Next, we'll go after Cinder and Bao for the collabs with Kage. He actually went after Sayu for the Kage. For Sayu, the old Zaion for the Kage thing. Did he just delete the tweet? Yes, he did. He just deleted the tweet. The coward deleted it. Bro tried spitting fire, got it burnt to cinders. What a punk butt. He needs to get out of the basement. If he can climb stairs, that is, the auditions for Niji, they would love him. So yeah, if you're going to spit something like that, if you're going to actually say things like that, back them up. Or try to back them up as much as you can. You know, try to back them up. Don't just spit out stuff and be like, oh, no, I didn't mean anything like that. I didn't mean any of it. I didn't mean it at all. No, stop. Don't get angry at me. Stop. You know, that kind of stuff. No, that's not gonna fly. It's like Idol has chosen the side. Surprising it's the correct one. What is this all about? Oh, Idol has chosen the side. Also featuring another indie who recently escaped from a black company. So yeah, let's be real here. Idol made a definitive declaration of what side they picked the moment. Yep. A little bit of a short snippet of something new that popped up. Idol, the company, I believe, is choosing a side because they have their talents over here going and, going for Vade Retro, which is a computer game, a PC game, for Dokibird. And of course, since the beginning, Idol had already chosen Dokibird's side because they're not going to choose a company who is doing red flags. Of course, they're not. To be real, Idol made a definitive declaration on what side they'd pick the moment they announced LM would be drafting a new contract for talent signed by Idol. It is, however, still satisfying to see people from Idol able to use their corporate persona when collabing with Doki. It's really good. He isn't drafting their contract, he's a consultant for its rewriting, he'll be giving his opinion on things, but he won't have any decisional power on the final draft. Hope she collabs with Rin as well. It may seem that Nijisanji may lose its reliability after firing Selen. At this point, nothing wholesome seems to appear anymore. So yeah, that's what's going on that end, and I'm glad that Selen/Dokibird is getting the beneficial treatment that she deserves. And of course here, Kenji seriously trying to drag Sayu, as we mentioned before. It's just, yeah. And once again, I'm very happy that they decided to go on Sayu Selen's side. Let's see anything new. Debut tomorrow. Wait, actually, she's debuting today, actually. We should really take a look at, when is it going to be? 4:20, 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So, you know people are going to be clipping things. You know people are going to be clipping everything. What's up, Capybara? What's up, Wolfian? And the fact that his community may attack the other VTubers in the group, pictures stare. And that's the thing. That's like when you try to weaponize your community, that's never good. What is the side? Who's Millie? The side, Clip Bootlicker? Clip BitLocker. The side is the Sayu side, basically the side of the person who got messed up by Nijisanji. Who's Millie? Millie is Millie Parfait, someone that works for Nijisanji EN. and she's the one that's in the thumbnail. She is someone who is working on the side of Nijisanji Ien, and recently had a 3D debut that didn't do so well. That actually did pretty darn horribly when you take into consideration everything that's been going on. She could have done way better, but she didn't. Four goofy girls trying to haunt each other. Honestly, I don't know Nijisanji, but I know Doki. Yeah, a lot of people only found out about Nijisanji through the drama that's been going on. I'll be honest with you, the people I had seen before Nijisanji, occasionally, not a big avid watcher, was Dokibird slash Selen when she was in there. I watched a couple of Rosemi streams. I'd watched Squirrel streams a bit. Hyakumun Tembera Salome on her side because of her desuwa. I think I had watched Luxium a little bit just to see what the hell was going on, because I heard about Vox and his kindred stuff and I thought it was creepy, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? So I wanted a little bit of that going on. I wanted to see what the hell was going on there. And we got a little bit of that going. And I was more, just being very honest with you, more of a Hololive fan. I'm more of a holo simp, I guess you would call it, but not like huge simping. Yo, your chat box, Squirrel. Where my chat box is in the wrong place. Holy crap. It is in the wrong place. Sorry. I don't know how long you guys have been telling me that, but I apologize. I'm gonna move the chat box right now. Right there. There goes the chat box. Now it's in the right place. Sorry, Tube. Sing information high. I definitely have to sing information high. For you, Tube, you've been telling me this for a while. You've been telling me this for a while. You've been telling me this for 8 minutes. I'm sorry. Should have said brain cell. Let's see. To be honest, I'm not expecting Sayu to say anything more about this. She doesn't need to. Kenji's quite literally just digging his own grave. He's actually kind of being a little bit creepy, but the way he's searching for stuff. But it's because he's angry. It's because he's very angry. Not expecting Sayu to say anything more about this. Posted something else now. Oh, just now? Oh, God. Okay. Heyo, Sayu caught him. What they have Kanji doing? What's Kenji's situation now? He updated it. Kenji updated the post. Kenji wants to move on to more drama. Oh, God. We're going to have to look at Kenji's stuff again. Oh, boy. Let's take a look at Kenji's son, Kenji VT. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, here we go. Let's see Kenji. Let's see what Kenji says. Throw that back. Oh yeah, no, I saw these and I covered these. He's basically trying to, yeah, I saw that if you want to wait for a reply, considering you have to be, your R, and also, thank you. I mean, I saw you throwing stuff at my face. I tried to ignore it, but I just got pied. I got pied. I saw this whole thing over here. He can't really come back from this, not immediately at least. Absolutely. I don't know Nijisanji, I don't know who Millie is, I just got learnt. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. Like he ego searched for this situation, which is old Sayu on the right, and Kage on the left. Over here. And he went up, like he's, hitting it back for whatever reason. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that's going on, man. Let's see. Sayu responded, posted a minute ago again. Okay, she posted something a minute ago. So let's look at Sayu, because that's the recent one that I looked at. Sayu Synchronicity. And 5 minutes ago. Okay. A bit of a late edit, because things keep going and things keep advancing. I was just informed that there is more that Sayu just said. And let's take a look at what she said. Said, so instead of talking things out, now he's trying to find any sort of dirt on me to invalidate and demonize me to the public, so he won't have to admit he was wrong. You complain that you weren't in the right headspace to talk privately, but you're in the right headspace to obsessively dig through Twitter posts and attack people more. Yes, I was friends with a lot of people back then. Kenji was also one of the people who followed me on Twitter and Twitch. Funny how those friends change over time. At Synchronicity, Twitch page, ads by Google, going down, famous followers, all the followers that they had, and, because he looked through the same things, and let's see everything right there, and basically at the very bottom, you can see Kenji. For some reason, I can't show it bigger. But at the very bottom, right there, let me see if I can make it bigger. Gonna have to make it as big as we can. We can't make it any bigger. Okay, that sucks. That really sucks. Basically, it has Kenji at the very bottom. Of famous followers, of course. Doesn't want to dox all the other followers that are going on. Don't want to dox all the other followers. That's why I didn't show all the other followers that were a part of this post, I believe. That he put out there of all the famous followers that he had, you know, that she had. Because Kenji is actually doing a little bit of craziness here. And I can see how people are going to react. Sorry I have to put up with this, Sayu. That's Nephi the Space Warrior saying that. Best thing to do is live yourself and enjoy your life. I don't even know who he is. I'm choosing to ignore it, just sort of exists. Block him and be done with it. The fact that he had to dig up a tweet from 2 years ago to try to make you seem like a terrible person is disgusting. Just block him. Block this guy and never look back. The guy is toxic and no good will come from remembering he exists. You tried to be civil, Sayu. He chose to be trash and simply continued to reveal his true colors. You don't owe him a darn thing. You don't owe him any more chances. So people are saying, felt bad for him until they got a little bit more context on the type of content he does, his history, and who he is. My recording stopped. Let's take a look at what's going on here. My recording stopped. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is too. I think I know what it is. Let's see here. Yep, I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. Let me fix it right now because my recording stopped right in the middle of what I was saying. I know exactly what it is though. It happens a lot for whatever reason. I have to restart. I'm gonna have to restart some stuff. And I'm going to go into this screen here so that it is 420. So happy 420, guys. Let me restart the restore the session again because you're throwing stuff on my face. Open image in a new tab. Maybe I have to open the image in a new tab. You're right. That's what I'm gonna have to do probably. It's gonna be right back with you guys, of course. And then once I get it to the screen that we need, which is right here, as soon as it freaking loads, of course. There we are. Let's go back to where we were. Let's see, it was Chris here. Again, before everything stopped, it's about for him to got a little more context of the type of content he does, his history, and who he is since it was tourist in the EN VTuber sphere a few months back. He doesn't deserve to be doxxed. Nobody does right now. He deserves everything coming his way. So I don't think he deserves everything coming his way. But I'm going to do what was recommended of opening the image in a new tab. It doesn't let me. I'm gonna have to save the image probably. Save image as, and then take a look at it. There we go. That is as close as I can get it. Kenji is down there, English partner. This was her Twitch stuff from years ago, I'm guessing, from a long time ago. And she's basically saying, you're searching for all of my stuff now. You're searching for everything you can in order to get something against me. This isn't looking good for you. This really doesn't look good for him. Like looking at all of her stuff, looking at everything that is, you know, going out there, grasping at straws. People, it's not looking good for what he is doing. He even looked at her followers, which was, you know, Kage in the past. And it is just not good for him. He's been on this stuff with her for a while. And just leaving it alone would probably be a good idea at this point. I think Sayu probably at this point is going to be leaving it alone. She had left it alone, except for the fact that he just did this. So, of course, she had to respond because, well, that's what happens in Twitter Spaces. You kind of have to respond to this kind of stuff. Kind of is a thing that happens, unfortunately. And, of course, I recorded everything with not showing the screen. Of course I did. Of course I did. Of course I freaking did. Of course I did. I recorded everything without showing my screen. Of course I did. Of course I did. Let's go through this again. So yeah, people are saying there's stuff that they're saying. Honestly, let him show his true colors. It was actually right. He wouldn't have felt the need to use guilt by association. And I got you the closer image of Kenji being a Twitch follower from a long time ago. The main thing here is showing that he is not doing things the right way. He is not taking care of his own mental health if he's doing these types of things. I think Sayu was going to leave it alone, but Kenji started doing this of, you know, basically posting 4 minutes, new cover, Kenji beep beep boop. I guess he has an official video. But this 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, you know, showing that she was friends with Kage, friends with Sayu, CYU as well, who supposedly is, since they were friends together with Kage, they were supposed to be a part of the hate group and all that other kind of stuff. It's a stretch. It is definitely a stretch. And I wish that he would have just left it alone. But when you're not in a good mental state, I can understand him doing those type of things. So when you're not in a good mental state, I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand someone going through all that and just wanting to knock someone down. It is Twitter, after all. Sayu is just defending herself at this point and making sure that the other person doesn't have the last word, which can lead to a long fight. And I hope this doesn't become a long fight. Bozo's coping, yes. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring in somebody. Let me see if they are ready. Because they're going to show the other side. Let me just make sure they're ready. Because I don't want to just pop in and show, you know, all this stuff and have people be... We have guests. We have a guest today. Yes, we do have a guest today. And I think I have... Are you ready to chat? Let's see if she's ready to chat. I don't even think she's listening to me right now. Yeah, no, she's not. She's not ready. But, T, yes. I don't want to see the Kenji account anymore. Okay, we'll switch to the Sayu. She said 1 sec. She said 1 sec. Okay. But on the other hand, on another thing, do you guys like my 420 stuff? It's you know, it's chill, man. It's all chill. You gotta you know, share the love and stuff, man. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Sayu should just start. Sayu might have to do a restraining order. Sayu might have to do that. More than likely. Are you ready now? Okay, I'll switch over. Yeah, no. Because I didn't want to have you on yet until you were fully ready. That's why I wanted... Let me see if I have the audio on. Let me double check. Because I think I still have it on USB. I still have it on USB. Let's go. Let's switch it over to G2720. And let's see, let's make sure we got your Fuji.tech going. So that you're, yep, there you go. So we got your Fuji.tech, so you're around there. You're gonna be right in front of me. So what are your thoughts on this Kenji thing? I know both you and I have been following this Kenji thing like crazy recently. And I know that you have your thoughts about it. So share your thoughts. Are you... Wait a minute. I think... Can the group hear you? No, they can't. They can't hear you. There we go. Share your thoughts now.
I fucking knew it. This is why I don't trust you. It's it. Anyway. Anyway, I want to clarify firsthand is... For people who are picking sides, like defending Sayu or defending Kenji, I can understand from both parties how this is troublesome when you're up against the other enemy. And I want to clarify that in no way, shape, or form should middle fencers be attacked for having their opinions, because they are just saying that they don't want to be involved in such a thing, and yes. But I also want to say that both parties are in the wrong for this. Sayu should not have made the statement I like saying that Sayu shouldn't have added the karma bit into her tweet, because the thing is, this wasn't really about her. And I'm trying to understand her shoes. on why she needed to make a statement like that.
Like this statement, yeah,
Like,
I put it up on the
why-
screen so people could have an idea of what the statement
Yes.
was. It's the one about when they spread hate, karma comes back.
Exactly.
That I agree with you there, because that inflames people when they like. Kenji is not in a good place. Kenji already is a guy who can get inflamed pretty quickly and can get angered very easily. So now he's in a very bad place. He's already super pissed off because this came back, and it just inflames the situation.
They see my little name that I changed for myself in our little private Discord.
Oh, nice.
All these
Okay.
little-
So yeah, I can see your point. Continue.
Anyway, it's just my take on this is Sayu should not have said what she said during that moment, because I agree with what majority of people are saying is this has nothing to do with her at all. Of course she wanted to make her statement, and that's
Oh God, your
fine.
name's on there.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, we just went
Jesus
over this.
Christ. Jesus Christ! I need
Salvi in
to
trouble.
fix that. I need to fix that.
Getting Salvi in trouble.
I know.
Anyway.
You're freaking getting me in trouble. You will. You would, wouldn't you?
I would.
God
but
Almighty.
What else was I gonna say?
Keep going.
I'm trying to understand, like I'm trying to grasp why Sayu wanted to say what she said,
Yeah.
because I feel like that is because I was saying in the Discord, if people aren't in the Discord, by the way, you should join it. You should join it now.
Join it now.
Join it now. You're being held at gunpoint. Join it now.
Exactly. This one, I'm gonna
But-
pin it for a little bit. You can join the Discord server. Remember, real quick about the Discord server, a little self plug, whatever. It's a chill place. You can game. We do movie nights there. You know, we have places for you guys to be able to chill, do movie nights. You can vent there. There's a specific place for you to vent everything that you have. The only thing I'll mention is that if there's trigger warnings, put TW on there, put the trigger warning, and spoiler the message. But you are free to
Exactly.
put what you have there. You're free to put there. Just put your trigger warnings, because some people, you know, not everyone's going to want to see those things. But you are free to do that if you feel
and
comfortable. Now
I
continue.
also like to say as well is people can correct me if I'm wrong and add to my statement if they like, because I'm, like I said, I'm trying to understand Sayu's like side of it, because like I said, my honest opinion on this is one, like, because like I have questions, like, one, why did she need to do that? Why did she need to add the karma bit? Because that she should have just kept that to herself. That's like speaking her thoughts out loud, and it kind of slipped, and I don't think it was very necessary to add such a bit like that.
I can.
But at
I
the
can
same
say-
time,
go ahead.
I'm also assuming that she's trying to defend Kage. But I don't want to jump to that one, but that's what it also feels like.
Like for me.
I was-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mhm.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that it like all this I feel like is she says she wants to be civil, right, and wants to talk it out, but it's like, why didn't you do that from the start when this initially started? You should have said, hey, I'm sorry about that tweet if it seemed offensive and whatnot. I kind of want to talk it out, but and the thing is, they have their communities just kind of like stirring the pot.
That's the thing. That's the issue.
I'm pretty sure both parties don't want others, like they don't want each other attacking each other, like going at each other's throats.
Of course, no one does, because, like I said, I don't like self-inserting, but I will insert myself in this. I have recent experience due to a certain VTuber of companies coming at, like people that are their simps and people who are their followers coming after me in Discord DMs, coming after me in Twitter DMs, because of the fact that I'm not someone who is vindictive. I'm not someone who I just wanted to get done with that drama that happened to me. So I deleted those things. I removed those things. I just got rid of them, reported them to Twitter, and then, you know, things happened to those sites, the sites who did that, and Discord as well. And I deleted the chats. I deleted everything because I don't want to continue bringing in more drama. Now, when it comes to Sayu, oh, you're echoing a bit in the background.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix it and I don't know why.
Oh, it's probably the
fix it now?
settings. Yeah, let's see.
Hold on.
Oh, it got worse. There we go. I think it got better now. It got better now. There we go. I was echoing in the background. I was double talking. Yeah, they could hear me through you.
Did I fix it?
Yes, you did. Let me make
That is-
sure
okay,
that
I just
your
reflected.
volume is a bit louder, so you can be heard, because it does seem like it was a little low. But I bumped you up on Discord. I bumped you up on Discord.
Sorry.
There you are. You're good. But what I was gonna say is, like, for example, this Sayu situation, the specific Sayu situation here, where she said, you know, I'll be honest, that thing, like I've told you in private, I've told you when we've chatted, and other people, like Ghost and others, when we've chatted, what I would have said would have been different. Would have been like, look, no one should be doxxed. I'll be honest, I've been doxxed before. No one should be doxxed. I really feel for the person who has been doxxed. I have my reservations about them because they have said things about me in the past, but I will not let that cloud it. Just, you know, I have my reservation. Basically saying like that if I wanted to say something. But what she wanted to do in this situation, which I can understand, like I mentioned before, I can understand on both sides. What's up, Super Gel? Welcome, welcome. I feel Sayu want to remind Kenji, can you remember this S? I think that's what it was. It was, in a way, it could be seen as like clapping back or stomping on him when he's down. It's not the first time it's happened with somebody, with anybody, but I could understand why Sayu might want to do that. I'm just, you know, seeing it from the other side as well. Because, like I mentioned, let me just read what you guys are saying. All right, doing so, in my opinion. I respect that, ETX. I mean, that's why I like having these type of chats, because I like seeing your guys' opinions. If I had to guess, the karma portion was Kenji saying she was a PDF. Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. Kenji ever reached out to her before it made the Zaion Sayu slander video? No, he didn't. Back in 2023, when he made that video, he didn't. I do feel if he had worded her first tweet like she did, her second one would have been better. Absolutely. 50-50 chance the Hololive edition may not have a Hololive at all, only Holodocs. Kenji also implied that he hurt real-life children. And that's the thing. The issue is, when you have a situation like what's going on there, she was called something specifically. She was called a PDF file. If you know what that means, she was called the P word. That is a very, very severe way of dealing with people. That's a very, very, very severe way of having things happen there. And having people talk to you in that way. Like, if I was called that, if I saw someone who I knew called me that, I'm just saying on her end, just thinking out loud, I would try to clap back any chance I got. Because how dare you call me that?
Agree.
Especially
that's a very bold statement. Just like a very bold statement.
Yeah, it was
overall.
Me, I have a particular issue with that because I'm gonna be transparent and I'm gonna be honest here. As transparent, but also protecting the people involved. I found out through, you know, therapy and stuff, that kind of stuff happened to me when I was little. Not from any adults in my family, but from another kid who was autistic in like the severe sense, the other side of autism. And people who are survivors of that type of stuff, when you try to diminish the people who actually do that stuff, especially if it's adults, it pisses me off. That word is reserved for the worst of the worst, the people who actually do those types of things, the people who actually harm others, because that's something that you don't forget. I've been here for a very long time on this earth, and it's been a very long time since that happened, and I don't forget it. I haven't forgotten it. I don't have nightmares or anything like that because I've already dealt with it. You know, I've gotten through it as much as you can get through it, but you don't forget those things. And if you're not that type of person, you obviously you get angry when something like that is said about you, especially her, that according to what was said, she has a family and she has minors in her house. And she said she probably does things to the minors as well. What's up, Blue? And I could like imagine if you are a parent, assuming everything that was put out was correct, and you know Sayu's a parent. Imagine if you were a parent and someone out there not only said that you were a diddler, you were someone who did that to kids, but you had the risk, they should take away your kids because you're at risk of doing that to them. When you have children, because I don't have children, but like my brother does, other people do, when you have kids, that's your world. That's your everything. What's up, Sheena? That's your everything. That's your that's your world there. So you're not going to. I'm not going to let that slide. If I'm a parent, if I'm a dad, and someone called me that in my face, I would probably punch them. I'm not a violent guy, but I probably would, because that's like a how dare you say that about me, especially when I have children. So I can understand where she comes from this. Ami, you still there?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish.
Yeah. Sorry. I went a bit of diatribe. I know I do those types of things.
Anyway.
Keep going.
Now I wanna cover Kenji's side.
Yes.
Kenji's side is, I can agree why Sayu would keep, because I'll just say that Kenji is overreacting way too fucking hard.
Yeah, this whole reply to Sayu's
He's
most recent thing,
blowing it way too up, because like I said before, when this originally started, Phoenix and a couple others got thrown under the bus, like for no reason.
They did.
Because I was saying, because there was other people that were friends with Dove, but that Kenji doesn't know about. But I know who they are, but I'm not gonna say their names.
Yeah.
Because a couple of them, or one of them's on hiatus. One of them is small but popular, but he's already said his statement and doesn't want to be involved.
And the thing is, they can also get attacked.
The three others did not say anything, but are aware of it. As for the others, like the two that were involved, because like I said, I think Rikami, I don't think he should be blamed for, like, a lot of these things. A lot of them should not have been blamed for, because if they said they were unaware of the situations, then they were unaware. I can understand that being doxxed by, like, a friend being doxxed.
Yeah.
And you're friends with the person that doxxed them. It's pretty fucked up and it's very uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
But you also gotta accept the fact that that's their choice, and you don't, and it's okay if you don't want to associate with them, but don't overreact on it. And I feel like the whole Kenji versus Sayu right now is literally child's play between both parties. But it's more towards Kenji's side than Sayu. It's just Sayu keeps having to respond. And I think if Sayu is the quote-unquote adult that she is, then she would stop reacting. She'd stop feeding into it and trying to protect herself. I get that she wants to, but you're not helping the situation. I think it's just best to leave Kenji alone and let him fucking cry about it. That's literally all I have to say about that.
Let him stew. Let him cry about it. Let him deal with it the way that he wants to deal with it. The main issue that I've had is that people are, of course, going to be now that Kenji and everybody else is replying to stuff. Now that everybody is replying in Sayu and stuff. Now you have the sorry, your mic is going a little hot.
Oh, is it doing it again?
Yeah, it did it again for a bit. And also you're breathing. I could hear it breathing. Oh, I know it's because you have one of those ear pod things that's like really close to your mouth. And those things don't have pop filters. So I understand that. Here's the issue that I'm seeing.
Hi.
There you go. There you go.
Hog.
And I'm gonna pump you up a little bit just to make sure that you can be heard correctly. But yeah, you're heard good. You're it's going good on the mixer here that I'm seeing. The issue was Kenji got this whole thing happening. Sayu responded. Then he responded as like, "Oh, you're angry because I called you out for what you were," according to what what's being said there. Then of course, because he brought out the allegations again, Sayu has to respond. Because whenever you have allegations, when you don't respond, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't respond because it's true. You didn't respond because this or that. It's you knew it was true. You knew that that what he was saying was right. That kind of thing will pop up on you." So she had to respond.
Okay, hold on. I saw one of the YouTube comments. Okay, Nimu, I want to say that technically, like I said, Sayu put herself involved when it wasn't even about her. Because like I know you said that that leave Kenji alone. Kenji's supposed to do it first. I can understand why you think that. He would have if she didn't butt in. Because I agree with most of the comments. Oh, there's a new tweet.
Apparently, there's a new tweet from Sayu.
Open it while I finish what I was saying. Yeah. Like I said, Sayu put herself into this mess.
Oh no, yeah, that's the one that I covered on stream. But we'll put it there too.
No.
So people can see it.
Because yeah, and I agree with what else? He's self-destructing because he got doxxed. He's angry and a lot of people he feels betrayed by people that he thought were his friends.
Yeah.
And Sayu I feel like is being that person who's like, well, that sucks. I guess karma's a bitch, huh? And that's literally like rubbing salt in the wound. And it's like it feels like she's instigating. That's why that tweet, it doesn't feel necessary to add that karma's a bitch, huh? I don't feel like that was necessary on her part.
It wasn't necessary, but like you said, it seems, although, you know, I'm not going to put any value judgments or anything like that, it does seem like it was intentionally done to hurt someone who hurt her. Like I said, I can understand from the point of Sayu of wanting to do some damage because of the fact that he did call her that. He also doubled, you know, seemingly is doubling down on it, seemingly is talking even more about it. And then what ended up happening is that, I think, at least, the reason why she opened up her DMs, the reason why she unblocked recently, like she hadn't blocked for a long time because it's like, this guy's volatile. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to deal with his community. I don't want this kind of toxicity in my life type of situation. I can understand that. And then what ended up happening is, I think what ended up happening is that he started seeing that his community was saying, oh, you know, you're this, you're that, you're doing all these things, you don't even want to talk to him, you have him blocked. And she's like, all right, you guys have a point. I have him blocked. Let me unblock, let him know that I'm unblocked. And you know, we can chat if he wants to chat. And then, you know, she sent him the message. Like, you're unblocked. If you want to chat, we can do it now. And of course, him being in the situation that he's in, and, well, also him being Kenji, he doesn't want to chat. And that's like he did with Kage and he did with other people. He doesn't want to chat right now. And he keeps talking smack, and that's the thing that's getting him into trouble. His mouth is getting him into trouble. But both of them are kind of like in a back and forth. I think both sides are going to be losing in this one, in the sense that it's going to take a lot of people away from both of them.
Okay, I want to add to your thing, yes, but no, because a lot of the fault goes to Kenji. Because, like I said, I'm not picking sides, but Sayu has more favor here because the only instance that she's doing is she put herself involved in something that was unrelated to her, which she shouldn't have done, and she keeps reacting to what Kenji has to say and the things he's digging up. If you didn't care about it and you wanted to quote unquote fix it, you wouldn't have gotten involved, and you wouldn't make a tweet posting a screenshot of you saying that you sent the message.
Exactly. And go ahead.
And because, like I said, like the points that I'm making about Kenji is, one, Kenji's blowing up because he's upset. He's in an emotional spiral where people who keep provoking him, like Sayu, it doesn't help him. He gets more frustrated. He literally found out that a lot of people were involved in the mess, and it makes him even more frustrated because now he's not sure who he can trust right now. He doesn't know who's his friend and who's his ally, because that's how the VTuber community is now. It's the people of clout chasers and people who tear each other apart. There's no let's be friends type of mentality. There's a let me use you type of mentality.
And this is
especially if you're someone who's friends with Kenji.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Unfortunately, this past year, I have learned the hard way that the VTuber community will eat you up. That the VTuber community is all about clicks. It has sides. Yes. It chooses sides.
if everyone noticed the drama between him, Salvi, and the cat Garu, then this situation would be about subpar to that, but with two big VTubers.
Yeah, this would be two big VTubers about, and the difference between what's going on here and what's going on there were actual bad words and accusations and allegations of child stuff going on. When in my situation, it was just someone angry that I was getting popular, pretty much. That's what it was. Someone getting angry that I was getting popular, using the same kind of format that they were using, and didn't want to talk to me, didn't want to say anything to me. At least these people are talking to each other, even if it's in a public way. At least they're talking to each other. They're responding to each other. In my case, no communication. They just felt they were slighted. No communication, as they claim that they were my friend for 4 years. No communication. And then they just threw out a hit piece, a Google Doc hit piece, which I responded to. And then, a bunch of people just decided to take her side. Because, of course, the first person who puts out the information is usually the one who wins in these things. But a bunch of people decided to get rid of me, just taking her side, seeing me as, bad person. They called me a bad person. They called me all this kind of stuff. A grifter, all this kind of stuff. And, I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm still going to continue doing what I'm doing. But in this case, the issue stems from what he said about her. And that's why I think she inserted herself. I'll agree on your end. What you said, that should not have inserted herself in right now. But it was one of those, the opportunity presented itself. So, I'm not going to stop. Don't worry, Santos. I'm not going to stop. Tesla, everybody who's here, I'm not going to stop. One reason why I was skeptical to be a VTuber, I can understand, Blue. Once you start popping off, people around you, unfortunately, not everybody, but unfortunately, some people around you, when you pop off, even if they're popping off too, they want to have the power. They want to see themselves as the one that's on top, the ones helping everybody out. And if they're not, then they get angry.
Okay.
And the person who was against me got pushed up. The person who was against me got pushed up by people like Legal Mindset and others who are pumping her numbers. And that's what happens in the VTubing industry. That's what happens in YouTube. If you get a big person pumping you up, then yes, you're going to grow. I'm growing grassroots. I don't have any big people pumping me up. I'd be glad if they did. I'd be absolutely glad if they did, but I don't have any people like that. So I just go by what you guys show me, the kindness you show me here, and I continue trying my best.
I'm back.
Welcome back. But yeah, Kenji is trying and failing to cancel Sayu. Because here's the thing. Kenji, when you are like Kenji, when you are someone that is as aggressively vocal about everything like Kenji is, you run the risk. I did just hydrate, by the way. Thank you, Masayuki. I did just hydrate. You end up going to a point where everyone around you knows you as an asshole, knows you as someone who is going to be saying nasty things, going to be saying things that are going to piss people off, and they're less likely to defend you if you are known as that person. Well, Amaterasu, it's PR-wise, it's very dumb. The way Kenji acts.
Okay, I want to say this, because I was looking at the Okay, I want to regard the PDF file thing, because I've noticed that this was about fictional characters.
Yeah.
But I'd like to clarify with people that. Okay, what does everyone here know what Friday Night Funkin' is?
I think most people here do. I'm pretty sure most people here do.
Does anyone remember the whole incident with the Sky mod?
No, I don't.
If I'm correct, the whole mod was the drama behind it was because the character named Sky is labeled as a minor.
The blue-haired one.
And the people were making not safe for work art about her.
Yes.
Because the character is a minor. Again, a fictional character that is a minor.
Yeah, fictional characters don't have age. And that's one thing that I will, I guess it's a hill I might die on. I'm not into lolly. I'm not into shota. I don't understand the people who are. But here's the difference. I wouldn't call them the PDF file name. I would not call the people who are into just the fictional side. I'll call them fictophiles or whatever the heck they're called.
The thing about
I'll say
this
that
is...
because it's bad. Here's the thing. Here's where I want to correct myself, and I want to make sure everyone understands
No, wait, let me finish, because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the thing is that mod got canceled because of the character being a minor.
Yeah.
And it having not safe for work art.
It is a gray
area.
Even
though it's a fictional character that is labeled as a minor. Which, this is why it doesn't make sense. Like, that's the whole reason why I'm bringing this up is... Okay, if this mod gets canceled for that, but then again, it's the Friday Night fucking community.
I mean, yeah, they're kind of an odd community to begin with, in the sense like the people who would make a mod like that are probably some.
I'm just like thinking, when I think of like this, like Shotacon and whatnot, I think of like the Sky mod, and like that game or that mod got canceled because of what it was, and I'm like this feels like subpar to that, and I know this is irrelevant and a weird analogy to bring up, but I just made that like weird connection because I'm like.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of weird to point that out.
Anarchy Blackout says that Sky was based off an actual fangirl, so it was an actual person. That's why there was an issue. So it was based on a real person.
Like, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, so it was based on an actual person. That's why it was an issue, because it stopped being a fictional underage. It was based on a real person. Like over here in the U.S., for example, over here in the U.S., from what I've seen, which I thought was strange, but once it was explained to me, I could understand. Lolicon and Shota images aren't illegal, and you can't get the CP. You can't get it considered. So it isn't considered CP, unless it was based on a real human being, and like if it was like an art type thing, but it was like very realistic. If it becomes too realistic, then it becomes that. If it's not realistic and it's very fictional and it's very fantasy, then that's different according to the U.S. law. But here's what I wanted to mention, and I think I mentioned in another stream, and I mentioned in not in videos, but in another stream, specifically. Lolicon, specifically, in Japan, it's a spectrum. It's really strange. Japan, over here in the West, Lolicon, the only Lolicon we've ever seen, and the only Lolicon that we're actually exposed to when it comes to words and when it comes to people explaining it, is the bad stuff. Is the really bad stuff. The stuff about, underage girls doing stuff, and all that kind of stuff. In Japan, lolly can be a petite person. Lolly can be a goth lolly person. And a grown woman dressing in goth lolly, that's also considered lolly over there. Lolita and that kind of stuff can be like a petite person. A lolly, you can be called a lolly baba, which is a hag, which is someone over 30 years old. That looks like a lolly. That looks like petite, thin, small, that like and not tall, that type of thing. And that in and of itself can get people over here in the West, get people in the West get their panties in a bunch when they use the word, but they're using that phrase in that form. And yeah, Rebecca and Tatsumaki are examples of lolly, very true. Now, if you're talking about Lolicon in the sense of, the R34 images of underage girls, that is objectively bad. Objectively, it's bad. It's on a different spectrum to when people do it IRL. Of course, that's horrible. Like I said, those people should be buried underneath the jail. But the whole spectrum confuses the hell out of people. It still confuses the hell out of me, to be honest with you. The whole spectrum thing. It's like, I always thought lolly was the bad stuff. But no, apparently lolly, you can have lolly baba, you can have 20-something-year-old people who are like small and petite, and they're called lolly in Japanese, which immediately when people in America hear it, they think underage, and no, they're actually the age of consent. Everywhere around the world, it's just that they have a small figure. It is, as far as I know, in Japan, starting to become illegal in most methods, most ways. I think it's starting to become very highly restricted as well, and that is a good way to go because, as they say, it's a gateway drug type of thing. It's a gateway thing. Adults technically can be shota, I guess, and lolly, if lolly is the same thing. There's more tolerance there. There definitely is. Rev Desu says the same thing. To be fair, Lolicon and Shotokan is worse in Japan. I've seen so many types of doujin and comiket. They're fine with it. Yeah, it's more acceptable because they're seeing it as fiction. They're not seeing it as still possibly involving real people, which is the risk that happens there. It can be involved with real people. It could be inspired by real people. And that's the issue that can go on when you're talking about things going on in the drawn or even animated forms. Kenji knows the P allegations are BS, but still doubling down. That's the main thing that was happening here. He knows that they're BS. Everyone knows that they're BS. She said yes. She made a lot of bad jokes. She said she was, being edgy. Kind of, she didn't know the tact at the moment. She didn't know that things were happening in that way. But Japan also has pretty backwards age of consent laws. And some Westerners are not okay even when the artists draw the minor character get older and lewd. Okay. I can understand that one a little bit when you're talking about it, Nemon and I, because then you could go into the whole grooming thing, but as long as they are age of consent when any, sexual stuff happens, then there's no law thing going on there. Your likes, wait, wrong saying. Another example of cultural appropriation, why I hate when they ruin the meaning of Shota Lolly. I met adults who were very petite. My grandma was one, and she would be like, if she looked very young, way younger than her age, and she was petite, she would be considered a lolly. She absolutely would be considered a lolly. In Japan, she would have like the lolly figure, quote unquote, because that means petite, that means short stack, that means that kind of thing, means petite.
Then would I be considered a lolly since, what is this, standard height of a, would it be 4 foot or
Let me look it up specifically. Standard.
Also, I wanna add
height
to that is okay. I have a confession. I have a weird confession. Because back then, I used to call my high pitched voice the lolly voice, but
4 to 5 heads
tall.
tall.
I don't do that. 4 to 5.
Yeah.
4 to 5. What does that fucking mean? 4 to 5 heads.
Below 150 centimeters. I guess it's below 5'4", I think.
Okay, then I'm above that.
Yeah, I think it's like 5'2", 5'3", but they have to be petite as well. So it fits that petite body style. They can't have huge badongas, because if they have huge badongas, then they're short stack. If they have the huge badongas, then they're short stack. If it's small, petite, but the huge honkadonkas, then they are short stacks. 4'11" and lower. Okay, it's 4'11" and lower. And you have to make sure that they have the large kazongas, I think. And that's another thing. Remember that part. I'm just saying all the names I can think of. Well, at least Shota is regular. Sorry. That's just my weird brain. Anime and manga has no bearing on real people at all. No voice not high enough. Just 3 cats. 3 cats high, yes. Valid, but he's a femboy. Oh yeah, there's also femboys. I remember that. Just below 5 feet. Okay, so it's just below 5 feet. Disclaimer that no real person is involved, and if there are similarities, purely coincidental. Here's the thing. When they're drawing humans. They're not drawing any particular, human look or human kid or anything like that. What they're drawing is, sometimes they take themselves as, I've seen, I think it was in a interview. It's they take their human selves, their the way they looked as a kid, and they use that. It's I give myself consent to use that, so they use that, and they even switch if they're male. They switch that to what they would look if they were a female, to use that in their mangas, for their lolly stuff, because they know even in Japan, if it is based on a real human, then they get in trouble. Even though Japan is very not so strict on this kind of stuff, if they are based on a real human, there is no government on Earth that would be oh, that's fine. There'd be 0 humans on Earth that would be oh yeah, that's wonderful. That's perfectly fine. And let's see. There's a correlation between. You're right to a certain extent, Spencer. That's what a lot of pathologists and psychologists have said. That within an unhealthy mind, the proclivity to young animated girls that way can become an unhealthy obsession that can lead to real life consequences. In a healthy mind, people can usually separate that and it won't be that red flag. But a lot of people who are into that kind of stuff maybe don't have the most healthy minds because they usually are thinking more sexual stuff, and it can possibly go towards not wanting to just it be in the fictional realm, which is a risk, which is why for the longest time they tried to ban it. But as we know with drugs, as you know, things like weed and other harder drugs, the more you ban it, the more people will be looking for it. People will figure it out. People will try to find it. People will try to figure out how to get a hand of it. Even in some cases, you'll get people who maybe never would have seen it before, who wants to look at it because it's a banned thing now, you know? Illustrating 2D used for anatomy studies to learn how to draw people. If it's strictly for academic purposes, I don't think it would matter. I don't think, because you're not using it for a sexual purpose. If it's strictly academic, I don't think anyone would have a problem, Tama. Imagine though, what if Kenny dissed Doki? Ooh, no, he would never diss Dokibird. He would never live it off. Blade, if he dissed Dokibird, he would never live it down. It would just be, oof, my goodness. It would be bad. Like, there's no way he would get past that. Like, Sayu right now is getting people defending her, of course. They're getting people defending her. They're getting people that are doing things that are getting him pissed off. That are doing things that are not the best, I would say. Because of the fact that they want to be siding with somebody.
Blade donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Imagine though, what if Kenji dissed Dokibird?
I feel like the communities are just like so split into like breaking into chaos.
Yeah, I think they are. It's us versus them.
It's like you have the half of it defending Kenji and half of it defending Sayu, and then there's people who are just like, I don't even understand what's going on, and this feels so fucking stupid on both parties.
It does. It really does. But either way, I think here's the thing: the way in which they're both reacting, the way in which they're both acting, says a lot about each one of them. Like, for example, Sayu, yes, Sayu did say the karma thing, which kind of ignited things. It made things not look so great. Let me just read something right now. Doki got too much defense. Kenji would be slaughtered. That final yab. The only reason Kenji is still going when it comes to Sayu is because he has a larger following than her. Could be. I mean that he does have a larger following defending him. Thank God Sayu's saying this in defense. Last time she was all alone. Oh, it's because right now, like, people are like, oh, he called you that? No one defends anyone who calls someone else that without actual proof. Once you use the P word, there's very little you can use to defend yourself unless you have actual proof. And that's why he's not getting very many people other than, you know, the people who are really would defend him no matter what. Even if he shot somebody, they would defend him. You know, he's getting those people to defend him, but other than that, people aren't going to defend him because of what he said. But yeah, it's just a really dumb drama. It is a bad drama, but I do want to talk about it a little bit. Child known us too much. He won't, because Doki is a bigger community than him. He would never do that. I'll be honest, there are people who are not a part of the community and make comments that make each other look even worse. But what I was trying to say is, between both of them, Sayu's looking calmer. She's looking more rational. She's looking like Kenji with that looking up those posts. He made a huge mistake, because that makes him look stalkery. That makes him look like a stalker. Like, you're looking up 2-3-year-old posts. In one case, it's a 3-year-old post almost, in October 2021. When it was the old Kage, the way the Kage looked from the old way. And then now, he did another one that was from 2022, when they went to TwitchCon 2022. Kage was there, Sayu as CYU, the voice actor. And, basically saying that, giving the inference, like inferring, that they were all doing something, like they were all part of the hate group, that maybe because they're all hanging out, they're all part of the same hate group of Dove and everybody else. And that is looking, just from a layman's perspective, like I said, not being, one side or the other, it doesn't look good. It looks like you're ego searching, and you're going as far back as 3 years to try to get a gotcha moment. Like, you're trying to get a gotcha moment from 3 years ago. True. It looks really bad. I mean, if it was something like a week ago, you could be like, hey, this is what you were doing a week ago. Okay, that's still kind of okay. But, like, if you go that far back, of course there are going to be people who have yabs that far back. We're different, especially adults. We freaking, especially guys, from like our 20s to our 30s, we change a lot. And women do too. Like Sayu is in the younger age. I think she's maybe mid-20s max. So like 3-4 years ago, she was a younger 20-year-old. That is something that you're going to have some yabs. And Kage wasn't that mean 3 years ago, because this was even before the whole thing happened with the first woman that he found, where you know she was friends with Kage, was before the whole situation happened with him and Dove. The first time when he got, you know.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
It's. I know it sounds dumb, but I mean I can understand why Kenji didn't speak about it then, because I know this is literally about like a political like subject, but remember, I hope a lot of people understand that men have a hard time talking about their feelings, because a lot of feelings are pushed aside by society in modern times. Like a woman will tell a man that your fucking feelings are wrong, and he will not say. He will then live in that isolation to never tell a single soul besides another man who is comfortable being vulnerable
Like
about
family.
it. Yes. But you have to understand, even sometimes family won't even disregard your feelings as a man.
Yeah, Nova admit, yeah, I've gone wrong. Yeah. But the thing is, he got very petty with recently the things that he did. I haven't seen any new stuff happen enough. I haven't seen any new stuff except his cover that he did. I don't know if it's an actual cover or if it's like him just being dumb. You know, it's being
I don't know.
You know, trying to be smart and, you know, smart ass. You know, I don't know. But so far, the only things that happened recently was the sayu synchronicity thing, showing that he was a fan of hers. He was a famous follower of hers, and that he just fell off because of the whole situation that happened.
Yeah.
But it will destroy you, like Andrew says. That kind of mindset will destroy you. Can't you just scroll down 2-year-old posts trying to prove Sayu? And the thing is, if you're looking for 2-year-old posts as much as Sayu posts, that's at least an hour that you're looking. Like you're looking down to try to find that stuff.
That's really far down.
That's really far down. As many posts as she does, you're looking really far down.
Because like the whole situation, like now 2 and 3 years ago, people change in that amount of time.
Oh, they do.
People even change faster than that. Some, like it really just depends on the person.
It does, and she seems like, even right now, from when she was part of Nijisanji to now, she changed a lot. She's different.
Yeah.
Different.
I absolutely agree, because like this, like right now, what Kenji's doing is just out of just frustration and just petty, just being pitiful because he wants to do it. He's trying so hard to just like
Do damage.
put her down and basically put her in her place.
Yeah.
And it's not working out, and it's like, why do you need to do that? Why can't you just have a civil mindset and just stop? I get it that she knew Kage, and she's basically friends with someone who made you know, the rope jokes.
Yep.
And that wasn't cool, but she's a different person.
No, absolutely.
This is the thing I fail to understand is, just because someone's friends with that person who made very crude or stupid jokes doesn't mean you should not be friends with them.
True.
Because there's different parties.
I'm gonna read something that Spencer put out. I try to be the bigger person, but I'd be far less gracious in Sayu's position. He docs personal family info about her because they said, you know, supposedly she has a family. Why is she obligated to be the adult? Very true.
Correction. It wasn't him doing that. He did re-upload it, But he allowed his chat to post
That's the thing.
that.
That's the thing. Like, for example, I'm going to just read what Heavenly Vibe said before. He said he could have been looking into the media tab, which would have been less time. It's very true. Just wanted to put that out because Heavenly Vibes did say that. It could have just been, like, media-wise, it could have just been a lot less time. Now, of course, the YouTube thing is going to read it out.
Donated $5 through Super Chat. I
'Cause I don't
try
have the
and
reader.
be the bigger person, but it'd be far less
Really?
gracious in Sayu's position. He doxed personal family info about her. Why is she obligated to be the adult?
I understand that. I understand that point, Spencer. Because he's not. No one's really obligated to be an adult. She's being more of an adult than he is. She's being more mature with this whole situation than he is. But yes, I can understand people not wanting to be the adult in this whole situation. And just, wanting to be petty, because that's pretty much what he's doing. He's being petty. He wants to be petty. Oh, okay. But I like reading the chats. I know.
Yeah.
That's true. Like Spencer's saying, and I said before, that's what I was going to say. I said it before in one of my videos. You can gloss over your chat and you can see what is going on. You don't have to read your chat all the time. You take a look, you see what's going on, and you pick and choose. You can't, especially someone as big as him, can pick and choose, especially talking about something like that. You can pick and choose, because from what I was reading and what people were saying that were there, people had like her passport information. They had like her address. They were putting her address on there. They were putting her passport information on chat. They were putting all, the fact that she has family, like as in children and stuff like that. They're putting all that kind of stuff on chat. They're putting all that stuff on chat. And he read a lot of that stuff on chat. You don't do that. That's not responsible. As a VTuber, as a YouTuber, as a Twitch person that I do both, you are responsible for what you read. You're not responsible for what your chat puts on screen. You're responsible for what you read, and you're responsible for allowing them to do that, because you ban people. I have said on both sides, if I see any doxing information for anybody, even someone that I don't like, you're gonna get banned. It's an immediate ban. It's a no contest, no like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, ban immediately. It's gonna get erased. It's gonna get banned, because that's just evil. You risk people's livelihoods. You risk people's life, especially if they have an actual family, like a family unit. You risk their lives. It's not good. He was in the very wrong for doing that. For allowing that in his chat. I can understand you can't control your chat, but you can ban them once you see it happens. And you can be like, chat, this is a no tolerance policy on doxing. Stop it. If you continue doing it, I'm going to close down chat, and we're just going to have a followers only chat. We're going to have subscribers only chat, or something like that, where, less people are going to be involved. Seems to me we're holding women to higher standards. It's not necessarily holding women to higher standards. Like, I'm not holding women to higher standards. I'm saying in this situation, Kenji really is looking like an asshole. Absolutely.
Spencer Howard donated $2 Australian through Super Chat. Seems to me we're
for
holding
fuck's sakes,
women
he's
to
going
higher
as
standards.
far back as 3 years ago. That's when
Yeah, now he's wrong about it. He should have taken time off. Like, he should have just taken time off from the internet.
I agree.
Just take like a couple of days off from the internet.
I think this is a good time to just take a break from the internet.
He should have taken a break once he dealt with the issue at hand, which was the doxing, and making sure that those people had the consequences that happened. He should have taken time off. I don't blame, here's the thing, like I'm saying, because of what he said to her, because of the fact that he doxed her hard, that was like a hard dox, like a nuclear dox almost, on his live stream, I don't blame her for saying what she said. I would have done that and possibly wanted to do worse. I can understand that. He should not have engaged. He should just let it be. But his ego, what have you, got to him and made it so that he had to say something. He couldn't just let her have the last word. Sayu would to this day ban chatters doxing him now. She expressed sympathy for his doxing, calling it karma, simply accurate. I can understand, because here's the thing that happens. When you do something like that, you have pretty much opened your chat up to doxing anybody. You have pretty much told your chat it's okay to dox people. I'm going to allow it, and in fact, I might even read it. That's what you just told your chat. That is super irresponsible. You can get reported for this. He should have gotten reported back then. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe I'm the weird one. Whenever something's supposed to say a joke, I don't even find issues with it at all, and I mean anything. So he let personal info out at a real person. How freely flow through his chat. That's such a mod management issue. It's not only a mod management issue, it's a him management issue. Like, if you see that's going to happen, you either time out your whole chat so that no one says anything, or you tell them, look, you're gonna get banned. Do not do this again.
He also has the power to completely clear the chat if he wants to.
Yes, he has the power to clear the chat.
Him or his mods did not do that.
That's the thing. It is a big mod issue. Kenji wants to join in the Niji drama during Sayu Zaion termination and sided with Sayu, but knowing this and listen to this makes me diss Kenji so badly, adding the Doc's lyrics here. I like your lyrics, Blade. I like the lyrics. Yeah, he because here's the thing. What ends up happening, I try not to have this in my mods. I try to have mods that will hold me accountable and will hold my chat accountable. That's what I like in mods, to have...
Me, who's always on his ass half of the fucking time.
Because the fact is, I have very close friends. Like, Ami's a very, very close friend of mine. And I have Ghost, who's a very close friend of mine. A lot of people are very close friends of mine. They are not an echo chamber. I don't want an echo chamber. I want people to call me out. You guys. Men. Yeah, you're not my henchman. People aren't my henchmen. My mods aren't my henchmen.
I said yes men.
Yes men. You're not my yes men. You're not my henchman. You're not any of that kind of stuff. I don't want yes men. I want someone who will call me out on my shit. They have. You guys have. On many occasions, you've called me out on my shit. And I'm glad I have you guys to call me out on my shit. Because I'm a little dumb sometimes. Like I said, sometimes one of my brain cells takes a break.
That he allowed me to name myself Salvi.
I thought you were talking about hooks. I thought you were talking about hooks. Like fishing. I think your guess is a valid point.
He's lying, guys.
Spencer?
He's trying to gaslight you.
Spencer, I think your guess is a valid point about men's emotions, but other side of this broad issue is that men often aren't expected to regulate their emotions. That's true. Because, unfortunately, I see your point, Spencer. I do see your point. I even hyper-focus on size beyond me. It's what I call laziness instead of taking care of issues. Sorry, I forgot her name. Kenji's leafy VTubing. It's okay. It's Neku. It's Ami. You can call her Ami.
$9.99
Yes,
through
I am
Super
Neku no
Chat.
Ami.
Kenji wants to join in the Niji drama during Sayu/Zaion
Oh, it's reading it again.
I cited Sayu, but knowing this and
Wait,
listening
it's
to
doing
this
it again?
makes
It's
me
reading
diss Kenji
it again.
so badly that adding the Doc's lyrics
Fuck
in
you.
there.
Let's see. Freelance starting emperor. Everybody needs not to have yes men. Are you two dating? No, we're not. We're not.
I want to, but he still refuses me. So
Because we're friends.
He's friend zoning me, guys. Please, please like this video.
I friend zone.
Guys, help me. Please help me get this man to literally date me because he doesn't know what he wants.
No. Because I'm all about friends and I'm all about the career and all that stuff. I'm just friends, man. Friend zone.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
But what I was saying, Spencer, back what you were saying there, I do agree with what he said, because what Spencer said is that women have a higher standard put to them, where they are like for example, I can be an asshole. Yeah, you're gonna call me an asshole. I don't regulate my emotions. It's like you're just being an asshole. If a woman doesn't regulate her emotions, it's like, whoa, calm down. You know, did you take your medicine? Did you take, you know, are you PMSing? Are you on your period? Are you pregnant? Or you're just being a bitch? Or you're just being this? Or you're just being that? You know, they do all that. When women don't correctly monitor their emotions. When men don't correctly monitor our emotions, we're given a little bit more leeway. And I do understand that. That's not great. What do you think about that one? Oh, Ami, what do you think about the men and women not being put to like women being put to a higher standard than men when it comes to emotions?
I feel like it's true because the thing is, yes, this is the thing. Not all women are like vulnerable, emotional people. They aren't. There's some very capable and strong women. Ladies, please look within yourselves that you are strong, capable, and independent of yourselves. And men should be on the same terms. There should not be in any shape or form. They should not be disregarded about their feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
And this, because men, this is why I feel bad for majority of men, is because half the time their feelings get pushed aside. Because I hate when, because I've seen the video before on like TikTok or something. And it's just these women saying that, or like this guy asking these women, what's your thought about, what if a man says no to having sex with you? They straight up said that he can't say no. because he's supposed to like it, and it's like, no, are you kidding? How crazy are you? A man has the right to tell you no. Crazy bitch. What the fuck?
No, yeah, no, I get that. I've always been, I mean, I have a sister, I have a mother, I have other people who are, you know, women in my family. We've always been very progressive, even in the old days. Like, my grandfather really respected his wife. You know, he passed away years ago when I was like 12, so. But he respected his wife. My father gives my mom a lot of respect. So it's always been respecting women. It's always been that kind of stuff. But I do see in society that changes. That is something, you know, different going on. And that is the issue that I have.
YouTube chat wildin'.
The chat is wildin', yeah. Narcissists can't take no for an answer. That's very true. Narcissists, that's what happens a lot of times. Narcissists can't take no for an answer.
Damn straight.
And not taking no for an answer can be frustrating for the other side. I've seen guys do that a lot, where and I've seen both sides, because I've seen guys do it a lot, and then I've seen women be like, "No, I wanted him to chase me." It's like, chick, you do understand we're in the era of Me Too, and the era of if I bug you too much, I'm a sex pest, and if I bug you too much, then I'm an a-hole. But
bruh,
like, yeah, exactly. It's a bruh moment. It's like, you want me to follow you, but every single sign that you gave me, it wasn't a playful no. You just said no. But you wanted me to follow you. If it's a playful, like, oh my god, no, then that's different. But if it's a no, straight out, then yeah, it's one of those things that you stop playing those mind games. Don't freaking play those mind games with me. Because for me, a no is a no. Once you tell me no, I'm like, okay, I'll move on. I'll move on to the next person who might say yes, or might, you know, decide to be flirty with me or whatever, you know? And I understand, like, women have done that to me too. When I said no, they've just moved on. And I'm like, cool, move on. Do your thing. Do your thing, child. Kenji is incapable for stopping because it would be admitting defeat and losing. At least in his mind, I think it would be true. Let's see. Real life is an anime or daily soap. It's not. Let's see. That F up. Don't fall for that guy. Yeah, don't fall for those type of guys. If it's a no, I'll walk away. If it's more of an important crap than the S games, yeah. One problem I see is that while both men and women have problems overall, women's problems are the ones that actually get taken seriously, while men's problems are brushed aside. Very true.
Salvi's a Sonic character for real.
I'm a Senecon. Oh god. Forgive me. I thought your profile was pictures. True. I think they're talking about you, Ami.
Hmm?
I think they were talking about you about it being a Sonic character. Oh no, Sonic True Squirrel. Oh, they're talking about me. Never mind. It's Sonic True Squirrel.
Yeah, they're talking about you. My
God,
character
no.
looks nothing
God,
like.
no. Oh, my profile pic. Yeah, the profile pic in the that one. Oh, the Padaru. I kept the Padaru. I just kept the Padaru. I like Padaru. I made it myself, by the way. The Padaru, I actually made it myself. It took me several hours, but I made it because I'm really bad at drawing. So it took me several hours to do that. While someone could do it in like 20 minutes, it took me several hours. Let me get Me Too. The good politician got canceled in my state for being too flirtatious. Well, I mean, it's changing. Because, for example, a family member of mine, not gonna name, family member of mine
just called me out.
got assaulted by his now ex-wife. Got assaulted in front of his parents. So she...
Wait, assaulted or physically assaulted?
Physically assaulted. In front of his parents. And he called the cops. And she was like, okay, call the cops. They're gonna take you to jail anyways because you're the man. That's what she said.
Don hit the nail on the fucking head. This is what I mean.
In general, if a woman has problems, then it's all hands on deck. But when a man asks for help, they're told to man up. That's very true. That's very true. You're a hedgehog all along now.
You just hit the nail on the head.
Yep. Mooney, yes, I was a hedgehog, apparently. Because look at this tail. This is a hedgehog tail. Look at this tail right here. Look at this tail. This tail's a hedgehog tail, of course.
Also, I had to fix that because I couldn't see it at the time.
But here's what I was saying. Going back to the story. The cops came. And he was scared because, okay, here's the thing. The person that I'm mentioning was darker skinned Latino. Brown. His wife is a Latina too, but she's light skinned. She's white. She's straight up white. Looks white. So he thought too. He's like, "Ah, crap! I'm gonna be in trouble," because they just heard domestic. You know, the police, all they're known is domestic assault, domestic battery, whatever. Go and deal with it. So they went. They saw. They came in. You know, they separated them both, and they got my brother's story. They got her story. They got my parents' story, and they looked. The officer looked at him and is like, "You know, you're hurt, right?" And the person that I'm talking about, one of my family members, looked. And he's like, "Oh crap! I didn't even notice. Yeah, you're right." It's like, "Mind if I take a picture of it? I'm gonna use my body cam to take pictures of this." And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead." He took pictures of it. He took video of it. He's like, "Here's where he's hurt here. He's hurt here. He's hurt here. He's hurt there." And there's like, "You know, we can take her to jail. We can take her because this is assault." And he straight up said, "I thought you were gonna take me." He's like, "No, no, no. Ever since the shutdown happened, the COVID stuff that happened, we've been seeing a lot more men get assaulted by their partners than women right now. For whatever reason, we've seen an uptick in my city. We've seen an uptick. He's like, it's like 2 or 3 times what we used to see of women hurting men, and men actually speaking up now. It's probably because they're closer together, and then, you know, emotions flare." He's like, "I don't know why, but we've been dealing like our department, the specific department, is like has been dealing a lot more with female on male domestic violence." So they took her to jail. She got booked for domestic violence. They went to court. She took a plea deal. It got lowered to some other stuff, but she took a plea deal. And but yeah, nowadays, men, a little bit of change is happening because people are starting to realize that, yeah, anybody can get assaulted. You can be the burliest man, but also because of the fact, if you are a burly man, if you fight back, you can do tons more damage. So a lot of times you don't fight back and you just stay there and you just take it because you're like, well, I mean, even if I do something, a lot of times, like especially some male ones will be misandrist, which, you know, hating men as well, like self-hating. And they'll be like, well, they take the guy because that's usually like, there are some places like in Texas and everything where I've heard the standard procedure is putting the man in the patrol car. That's the standard procedure. No matter what. If you get a domestic, put the man in the patrol car first and then figure out what's happening afterwards. I'm like, that's BS. But yeah, in my city is a large city in the West Coast. They do that. They look at who has the harm. If both of them have the harm, they both go to jail. If one has the harm over the other and there's nothing that the other side has, then the person who has actual damage to them is the one that's going to be the victim. The other person is going to be the one who's going to jail.
This is...
So yeah, Blade, like you're saying, the male Me Too movement, yeah. I was pissed. Because, yeah, she's a narcissist. The woman that I'm talking about is a narcissist. And she was like, she was quite literally, let's see, we've known each other for what, 6 months now? Is it? Ami? Like 6 months?
I think so, because we met literally near the end of this. Like
so maybe 4 or 5 months, sure. Maybe December. Let me see. Wait, let me see your follow age.
Yeah. You don't have a follow age command.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? I don't know.
I do. 4 months, 16 days, and 7 hours, apparently. That's how long we've known each other.
4 months.
And Hatter, I've known Hatter since 2022. I would have to say probably like July 2022, I think.
Yes.
2.5. Yeah, 2.5. I'm scared to get insulted or get yelled at because I'm sensitive and will cry. Don't worry, that's in the past because I was a kid. Let's see. I wonder if that was a reaction Dove wanted from the fallout of Kenji. I don't think people wanted that kind of fallout. I don't even think Kenji saw this kind of fallout. Maybe he did. Maybe he just wanted to be an Esther. We don't even know. But even if he wanted to or not, he is an Esther at this point, and he's going to get the drama that he so much desired. Now what I want to do is, because now that we're here, and we might as, I'll keep talking about stuff since I have you here with me. Let's see what else is happening in Kurosanji in the news section. Let's see.
Blade donated $1.99 through Super Chat. So, male Me Too movement emerges from the shadow.
Oh, December 2021. someone brought out that Kenji said, "Let me join at Nijisanji World," and people are saying that he would fit right in. People are saying he would fit right in. What's up, Sketch? Oh, well, it's just somebody that I have on. I'm gonna start doing this a little bit near after we have our usual chats and stuff. I might start having a couple of people come in and just chat. People I know, people who have like differing opinions from my own, because I want to have people who have differing opinions from my own. Hope you're doing well as well, Sketch Therapy. As you know, I'm always trying to be like a person who's objective and wants everybody to let me know how they feel, whether I agree with it or not, whether you think it's something that, because I'm not going to be that a-hole who's going to be like, nah, you don't agree with me, chat, you're stupid. You know, I'm not going to be that guy. Because of this topic, I'm already doubting of getting married. Zapio, I will say this. Zapio, I will say this. If you have communication, good communication, and you wait for a bit, like I would say wait at least a year, because there is that honeymoon period of like the first 3 to 6 months. People won't even pass gas in front of you. People won't burp in front of you. You know, that kind of stuff won't happen. But after a while, people will let their just regular side out. You'll see how they are. If they end up being like, they end up going from like taking a shower a day to taking a shower every 2 weeks, then you know that's probably not someone that you want to be with, if that's not what you do. If you like, if it goes from being kind and being flirtatious and being all this to somebody being cold and being aggressive and being like pushing you, or trying to knock you down, or trying to gaslight you, or something like that, that is when you see red flags. After like 6 months to a year, you're gonna start seeing red flags. That's Zapio, and that is when you're like, okay, this person's not for me. Now, if none of the red flags pop up, like for example with her, with the person that assaulted my family member, there were red flags of her being what would I call narcissistic. And if someone's a narcissist, they don't always get violent, but they're more likely to get violent because they take everything as a personal attack. Everything is personally attached to them, and they can get more violent. So if you see someone with narcissistic tendencies, like they try to gaslight you, try to be very narcissistic, they try to make everything about them, trying to do all these types of things, then you know that that person is not someone you want to be with. I have people in my family that are narcissistic. I have people in both sides of my family that are narcissistic as hell. And
my bad. Hold on.
I think there's an echo.
It's echoing again.
It's echoing again. I'm married. It's okay. Just make sure you have the ability to resolve issues and arguments. Absolutely. And here's one of the things that helps with solving issues: talking, chatting with each other, communicating, letting them know, hey, that you did this thing today. I'm not trying to be mean, but you did this thing today and it made me feel really bad. I wanted to see if we can talk about it, let you know my feelings, let you know what's going on, so that we don't have a fight later on. You know what I mean? I have a bipolar. My wife has BPD. It can work, my guys. Exactly. But the big thing is communication. You need to respect each other, number one. That's number one. You don't get married if you don't respect each other. 2, communicate. If you guys wait till it blows up, you'll always have fights. There will be no way of fixing it if you always wait for it to blow up. If there's an issue,
you always is arguing with Salvi with the stupid shit.
Oh yeah, like if with friendships, with relationships, but like right now, when you're talking about Spencer with marriage and things like that, you absolutely, positively, in every way, shape, or form, have to talk to each other, for God's sakes. You can't just let these problems fester. You can't. I don't think I've been a year, but I'm direct promise I'm the real me. Of course. Let's see. Most people, normal people with normal relationships, but on the internet, the bad stuff gets overrepresented. Oh, what's up? Let's see. Let me just, remove all these people. Let me delete.
Alright, I was gonna say that, in terms of me and Salvi, do get into fights, but it's mostly me that starts them because I get upset with something he says because he he tends to be a little broad, and he doesn't realize how he's saying
Spencer
it.
Howard donated $2 Australian through
the
Super
chat box is interrupting me because you know how I have it read the super chats.
Yeah,
go ahead
not
now.
working again.
Go ahead now. No, it was reading it. It was reading it, so I just didn't want to interrupt.
Deleting it?
No, I didn't delete it.
Yeah,
it was reading
yes.
it.
But no, I was like, in terms of like me and you, we get into fights over stupid things when we like around like 2 months ago.
Yeah. And the thing is,
eventually we got over it and we actually started communicating better.
Cause like I said,
and now we're both not very hesitant on talking to each other about it, and it's become something that we fix.
Yeah, that was a bot, Masayuki. Those 3 were bots. But like I said, with friendships as well, like the friendship I have with Ami and everything, and the whole situation I have with Ami, we have to be communicating. If you don't, then nothing's gonna work. No friendship, no relationship, no anything. If you don't communicate, because problems as an adult, you have to deal with them. You can't run away with them as you should.
We had a moment where it nearly did end, but I was because I was going to friends about what do? I don't know what I'm doing because I don't know what I want. And I'm in this state of mind where I'm so confused because Salvi doesn't know when to take a hint.
But dense motherfucker. But also, like right now, like I was saying, moving on, I do want to continue just having friendships at this moment. That's the main thing. But we're saying Blade, I do really think if Kenji joins Niji, number 1, he will be fine with this. 2, taste of his own medicine of how Sayu has been going through. And 3, at least minds after some years, just throwing shade. Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen. If he joins Nijisanji, he is a powder keg, and I think that he will probably end up getting the same treatment as Zaion did, and he will get pushed out. Because a powder keg like that, not everybody wants to be around, not everybody wants to deal with, not everybody wants to have them around you. You know what I mean? Thank you again, Blade, for the super chat. Really appreciate it.
Blade donated $10 through super chat. I do
and it's reading it now. So
if Kenji joined Niji, 1, he will be fine of this. 2, taste of his own medicine of how Sayu been going through. 3, no 3, or least changed minds after some years. XD just throwing shade.
The thing is, we really aren't. It's mostly in private because majority of our inner circle are our fights. That's why they named their fucking group the cat girl and cat or squirrel boy daycare.
Because like among the people that I have in my inner circle, Spencer, which includes Ami, it includes Ghost, it includes Josh, it includes also Hatter on a different side, in separate. But all the people that I have in my inner circle of close friends, of close people that I want around me, every single one of them have fought with me. Every single one of them have called me a dumbass at some point because I've done stupid things. But we have mutual respect for each other, and that's how we resolve the issues. We talk about it. They talk about the things that they have with me. They talk about the issues they have with me. They deal with it with words instead of just fighting and fighting and fighting. Yeah, they'll call me out, and I will. The immediate reaction, of course, the immediate reaction that I have just naturally is to be defensive. But I try not to show them that because they're not doing it for a bad reason. They're doing it to try to help me. Because like I said before, I'm very open about this. I'm super open about this, and I've always been. I have highly functioning autism. So a lot of social cues I don't get. A lot of social understanding and tact that people just naturally have by the time they're a teenager, I still don't get. My brain doesn't process it the same way that most people's brain processes it.
It's true.
My brain doesn't see it the way that most people's brain sees it. My brain works on just pure logic. For example, if someone, is not looking good in their dress, and most people would be like, use tact to say certain things. My brain is just like, why is it bad for me to say she looks ugly in the dress, or the dress doesn't fit her? Because that'll make her pissed off. And that's why you don't say it. My brain doesn't think that. My brain, I have programmed it to start being like, wait, pull yourself back, think about it. Is this going to hurt her? Even if it is logic. Even if it is logic, is this going to hurt her? Or is it not going to hurt her? Is it going to cause problems or not?
That's when the thing is, she needs to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be times where the woman's just like, I can't believe you said that. And it's like, well, it is what it is now.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing that's gonna happen. Let's see, understandable, really? I always see us as too apologetic. Being subtle, I see. I'm going insane over how long my hair is taking to... Oh, Lucy, your hair's taking too long to dry. Going to send the astral plane and fight every deed, and I'm... in your goddamn sight.
Hair dryer.
Yeah. I mean, you can try using, like, what I do is I just have my fan blow on my hair, and then it dries it a little bit quicker. Because I don't like using the blow dryer, because blow dryer can accidentally damage the hair. You know? Let's see what's saying on here. Fighting can be resolved by talking to each other. No, yeah, I use my towel to dry it, but I remember it still will drip because it's long hair. It still drips. So after that, I just let the air dry.
That's why you gotta take your towel and just scrub your head.
I do.
Also have to wring your hair out before you get out of the tub.
I have curly hair, so wringing my hair is just gonna make knots. Yes, I do. I have long hair. Well, yeah, friends are good ones only if they have a fight with you and don't even once maybe not your friends. That's true. If you can't fight with your friends, then who the hell can you fight with? You know what I mean?
The thing is, I'm the type of person who apparently causes fights every day. And I've told Salvi this before. And I said the reason behind that is because back then I had an ex who made small things a big deal.
Yeah.
And I never understood. And when I started making small things a big deal, then it shouldn't be a big problem.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, but you're gonna use this small thing against me on a later date.
Yeah, true.
And what do I do then when that happens? Exactly.
And that's the issue. That's the thing.
To be honest, I think we only had one fight. As I wouldn't say majority of the issues we had were fights. Were more just disagreements.
Yeah.
Or me just bitching at you for doing something stupid.
Long hair squirrel, what? I don't know.
The only time we had a fight was when I had you do that thing for me.
True.
You got angry.
My wife and I argue all the time.
We got angry.
I do get angry at times, true. My wife and I argue all the time. Lol is normal and natural. It's about underlying respect and being able to resolve and or move on from conflict. Absolutely. You have to be able to move on from conflict. You absolutely have to be able to move on from conflict. And holy crap, I think there was some stuff that I did want to cover that I didn't end up covering because of this whole sayu thing. I think so. Oh well, I'll cover it. I'll cover it separately. I'll record it after the stream. I mean, I could try to record it now, but we're having this chat, so it's all good.
Yeah, we're having fun.
We're having a good chat. We're having a good chat. So, but yeah, we are going to be ending soon, like in about 4 or 5 minutes or so. Because, I usually have like 8 o'clock or so is usually when I end it. I start a little bit later, but 8 o'clock or so is usually when I end these things. So funny thing about autism, my wife kept teasing me that I was autistic. I said I'd take an all-night test, and she did. Scored high, but she scored way higher. Now you turn on her and she says it. Hilarious. I would, but it still takes a long time. Air drying lets my natural curl pattern come through. I used a t-shirt once, and my hair looked so limp that I had to return to showers plus redo my routine. Ah, okay. Yeah, air dry kind of lets your curls just work out. I mean, but you have to have some kind of either leave-in conditioner or something else out there in order for it to work right. You don't want to be dropping or making everything your hair touches wet because you want to be wet enough that your hair will take a bit to dry. Yeah, I usually just let it air dry on my own. Like on myself, I usually let it air dry. What I do want to do though...
Spencer, that's actually really funny.
Oh yeah, you read the part about the autism part, right?
Yeah, that's cute. I like that.
That is cute. The fact that they can razz each other is pretty cute.
I do it to you all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see.
I'm like, oh, look at this fucking idiot. I'm kidding.
Dude. we have a lot of people here, so I want to see who I can send people to, like on the YouTube side. It's Ami. It's a friend I have. Been shaving my head since I was in the infantry. Holy crap! You shave your head. Okay. Never. See, personally, I never had a crush or ever felt romance, and oftentimes count myself lucky seeing the world right now. Oh, it's good to see the world. Masaya, it's almost time of the new Shoujo debut. That's true. Oh, that's another thing. New Shoujo debut.
So I don't think you know how much of a pain in the ass I am to Salvi. But yet he still wants to keep me around.
I'm not. I'd like. Let's see. Let's see. Who was Shoujo? Let's go Shoujo.
Yes, I'm also a mod on Twitch said.
Nichi Mochi V. They should be doing the. They're live. Oh no! This is what's going on.
I suffers.
Let's go this way. And let's go this way.
I'm gonna. You know what? I should say this just to trigger chat a little bit. I just want to say this to trigger chat a little bit. But I made a sandwich last night.
Oh no!
It contained mayo, zesty ranch dressing.
Have they qualified a deal with you guys? I don't think so.
Parmesan and Romano.
Romano?
Grated cheese. 2 slices of ham, then American cheese. And yeah, that was it. That was the sandwich I made on both sides of the bread.
Let's see. Yeah, people aren't streaming. Jesus Christ.
I made fucked up food.
Alvin Knox is there, but I'm not gonna go for any Nijisanji people.
I'm not hungry. I just made you hungry.
Oh yeah, people be hungry now. I'm trying to find someone I could send someone to, like send you guys to. White bread or toaster? Was it white bread or was it toasted?
I think it was wheat bread.
It was wheat bread? See if there's any VTubers. Oh, okay. I mean, when there's freaking Autocrony, there's kind of different Reloss, Louis.
Yeah. I just everyone thought would think that was disgusting. I just mixed zesty and mayonnaise. Zesty ranch dressing with mayonnaise.
You know what? I might. Well, let's see if Oren-chan is active. I might send you guys to Oren-chan. She's Japanese, but you know she's doing a collection, showing people the collection. And I'm gonna be sending the Twitch people to the Michi Mochi V debut because we're gonna be looking at that.
I can't. Damn. I was gonna suggest someone, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean right now just because it's a big thing that pretty much all the people are also gonna be looking at, but she's gonna be taking a while to actually start debuting. So for you guys over here, I do want to send you guys to Oren-chan. I don't know why Oren doesn't pop in, even though I'm subscribed to them, which is interesting.
I'll let you hold my hand and we can do other little things, but I need my head pats on each hand.
Ah, okay. She doesn't have redirect privileges for me. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of people don't have those things set up. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I'm going to send you guys. Gosh darn it. I know which way I'm gonna send you guys on the Twitch side, but on the YouTube side, I don't know which way I'm gonna send you guys. Of course, have a good one, T-Man. Have a good one, everybody. Do you guys on the YouTube side have someone that you want to go to? Find a man I found in Jurassic Park. Now on the YouTube side, do you guys have anybody that you guys would recommend? Because right now it looks like the people that I have that can possibly be sent to are need permissions. You know, it's one of those things. Well, whatever. I'll just send you guys to... I wish Hachama was still on. Hachama's not on anymore. She was on 3 hours ago. She started when I did. Let's go. Let's see if... Oh, well. I'm gonna watch Michi, so it doesn't matter. Oh, a lot of people are gonna watch Michi. You know what? Here's what we can do. We can have all of you guys watch Michi if you guys want, or you know, you guys can move on to someone else. But I do appreciate you guys being here. I need to say what I usually say. I mean, let's see. We can just send you to... I can send you to someone that I sent you guys to last time. Yumi the Witch, in case it's before Mirai. So you guys can go there if you guys won't. If you guys so please. Of course. But I have to do what I usually do. So I'm gonna deafen. And I'm gonna take out the Fuji Tech. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for always supporting me. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Of course, you guys are going to be going to the V4 Mirai. They're doing a monetization celebration thing. It can be fun. Everyone else is going to Michi Mochi V, which we're going to be, you know, seeing. We're going to be rating on the Twitch side. Michi Mochi V. Let's see if we can raid. Yes, okay. That is the actual one that's been created, so I know how to do it. Appreciate you guys. Of course, take care of yourselves. And one last thing. Arara, mama, take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Always understand that you are important. You're valuable. You matter. And of course, be kind, take care. Always eat healthy, be healthy, so you can thrive. You can just be the amazing person that I know you are. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Arara, mama. Bye, honey.